Oh, wait. Why? That's strange. Let's try that again. Why did it switch? Go back to that. Thank you very much. Do that again. Anytime today game. There we go. Don't know why you chose to switch on me like that, but I'm not going to question this game. What I will do though, for everyone's sake here, is I'm going to, whoa, I'm going to turn this up to, yeah, go on, let's go to 24, and then with this one, let's go to 17, I'll do it. Alright, perfect. Alright, hi everyone. Sorry about that. The one thing that you might learn with this game if you ever try to stream it is it doesn't like to cooperate with you. So, yeah. Examples of like the audio randomly selecting my speakers rather than the microphone is a prime example of that. But anyway, the good news is we are back again with Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets on the PC, and you guys really liked this last time, so yeah, it's good to see. It's a good game, and I'm looking forward to bringing it to you again. But today, we're going to see if we can complete this all in one go. Might be able to. We'll see. Might not, but I reckon we could do it. In order to make this a little bit more reasonable.
I've never seen everyone so nervous.
Okay, I'm gonna try and do some of the Quidditch stuff now, just to get it out of the way. I hate this, and that's why I want to get rid of it as quickly as possible, but yeah.
Nothing like the age-old Quidditch rivals you find here at Hogwarts. Rain or shine, day or night. Poor clumps on the pitch or ghouls in the stands. Nothing keeps the crowds away from a Quidditch match. The pitch is ready, the quaffles are polished, the bludgers are humming, let's play
Hell yeah.
Quidditch!
Let's not move around in Quidditch. That's pretty much what it is. It's just literally using a mouse. That's all this is. It's just using a mouse. It's so depressing. Quidditch in Philosopher's Stone on PC was just so much better. Although I will admit, it was a bit annoying with its controls if you were younger and you weren't used to it. I still prefer the Philosopher's Stone Quidditch to this, like, any day. This is probably the worst Quidditch ever made. Actually, no, take that back. It's not the worst. The worst is easily HP6. Half-Blood Prince Quidditch is dreadful. Absolutely awful. But yeah, this is definitely second worst Quidditch of all time. It's pretty damn terrible. You know you've done something wrong when the Game Boy version of Quidditch is actually more entertaining. That's just depressing, really. Come on, thank you. How can we lose? Signing off. I don't think it even is possible to fail Quidditch in this. I mean, like, maybe it is, but I'm pretty sure it's not. I mean, I know you can fail the last one, but it's designed so that you can fail it. But I don't think you can fail these. I mean, maybe you can. I never looked. Yeah, we're not going to listen to that again. My patience with this mode is 0. I have no patience with this mode. Die. Oh, hello, mate. Oh. Why is it they never hit the posts and, you know, our players always hit the posts? Why does this happen? It's annoying. I like the way Harry basically didn't even get hit there and he's just like, oh.
snitch.
Oh my god, this is painfully slow. Also, I'd like to add, if it isn't for Harry here actually catching the snitch, Gryffindor would lose because, like, the rest of my teams need to be completely incapable of actually being able to play Quidditch. It's ridiculous.
Beautifully done. Gryffindor wins. We hope you've enjoyed today's contest. This is Leland signing
This is
off.
Leon. Thank you, sound bug there. Perfect timing. Alright, we're going to do one more. The Slytherins.
It's a great.
And then we're going to go and actually do the main game.
Was that the snitch?
Probably.
Gryffindor seeker.
do 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 do. The two only high poly, I guess you could call them high poly for the time anyway, models in Quidditch. Harry and Malfoy. Everyone else, zero polygons even. Well, they just look horrible anyway.
In turns, who's different? Where'd you get that broom, Potter? Filch's closet.
I don't know. Good question.
He's getting closer. This is amazing.
Oh, bloody hell. That would hurt like hell. Where that bludger literally has just taken out Harry in such a terrible way. Oh man, that would hurt like hell.
Gryffindor has won the match.
Okay, at least that's the last one for now.
Good night, good luck, and good Quidditch.
This is not good Quidditch, mate. But good try. Alright, thank God. Alright, no more.
Hey Harry, want to trade? We buy in bulk and pass the savings on to you.
I can't tolerate any more of that right now. We'll do it later. Where's the music? God knows. Ah, look who it is. Sheep. Mate, I've literally not seen you for ages. And yes, it is Diffendo. Hey mate, it's a good game. Also, where the hell have you been, sheep? It's been a very long time. You sort of vanished off the face of the planet. Diffendo.
Welcome to second year herbology, everyone. And for those of you who have forgotten, I am Professor Sprout. Let's dig right in, shall we? Today, I'll teach you Diffendo, the severing charm. Harry Potter, would you like to plant your feet in front of class and be the first to learn the spell?
I'd be glad to, Professor Sprout. Taking a leaf from Hermione's book, aren't you?
Well, I gathered that. But you haven't been online or anything lately. What have you
Now,
been doing?
Mr. Potter, please fix your gaze on the symbol in front of you. See the pointer? It's about to move its way around the shape. When the pointer passes directly over the arrow, press the corresponding arrow key. This exercise is in 3 parts. In each part, you must be accurate in order to progress. Ready to try? Round 1, go.
Yeah, I haven't seen you on like Cold War or anything, sheep. It's strange. Normally you're always on it.
Well done, Harry. You've moved on to the next level of the lesson. 5 points to Gryffindor. Round 2, go.
Hang on, I'll read it in a sec. I saw your message, sheep. I will read it. I have to push some arrow keys.
Well done, Harry. You've moved on to the next
Oh, good.
level of the lesson.
Glad to hear you have terrible
10
internet.
points to Gryffindor. Round 3, go.
You gonna try upgrading that internet by any chance? Or are you just gonna basically give up? Because if you have horrible internet, the likelihood of us playing Cold War is
Well done.
0.
You've completed all of the exercises in top form.
Same with any other zombies.
15 points to Gryffindor. You have learnt Diffendo, Harry. We've planted a seed of greatness here today. Now let's move on to the Diffendo challenge. Welcome, Harry Potter, to my Diffendo challenge. To complete the challenge, you must find the completion star, which can be found in a hallway just above you. Try to get to it as quickly as you can. If the challenge timer reaches 0 before you have the completion star, you lose the challenge. Along the way, you will find challenge stars. Collecting challenge stars will boost your timer and score. I highly recommend you try to find all of them. Try to get the completion star with as many seconds remaining as possible. The higher your score is when you complete the challenge, the more house points I will award you. Some vines and plant growth can cover doorways and openings. You can use Diffendo to cut through them and clear your path.
Here's your favourite spell. There you go. But yeah, no, that's fair enough. I mean, this is why you don't move country sheep. Prime example right there. But yeah, no, that's fine. Yeah, I can host games from now on. I mean, to be fair, I think I did most of the time anyway, but yeah. So I can do it. Diffendo! Yeah, I think, believe it or not, we are actually on the exact same level on Cold War at the moment. Because neither of us have bothered playing Season 5 really at all. So, yeah, we're doing great. Like level 48 or something. Although I will admit that the cool addition to Outbreak, which I quite enjoyed, is the grapple hook. Of course it was in Blackout, but the grapple hook actually is quite good. Yes, I'd argue that in certain maps like Armada, the new one, the grapple hook is actually more useful than like the vehicles themselves. It also just makes Outbreak far more interesting to play, mainly because you could speed run through it a lot faster with the grapple hook. It's cool. Am I going to reach 200? No, I actually can't be bothered. This is the first season where I'm generally too bored to care anymore about doing that. I can't play Mauer anymore. I played it for like about 2 weeks and I'm just so bored of it. I got bored of that quicker than any other survival map, which is kind of worrying. Yeah, I mean, all I play at the moment basically is Outbreak because everything else I'm bored of, so...
Diffendo can also cut ropes that will release objects.
Oh yeah, the funny Harry Potter 2 glitch. Yes, I can. I can't do it right now, but I can do it later, yes. Should have mentioned that earlier. I would have done it outside where you can actually do it. Well, actually, could you do it in this level?
Pork lump mushrooms.
No,
Give off
because
a
there's nowhere to
cloud of
look.
Poisonous gas, Harry. Avoid them, or use Diffendo to cut their stems.
Yeah, I can't do it now, sheep, but when we finish this challenge in a little while, I can do it, yeah.
You can pick it up and throw it.
Really? Yeah, anyway, as for Cold War, I'm just playing Outbreak. I'm literally playing nothing else. Troll glitch. Ooh. Amazing. The troll glitch. This is why I shouldn't look at the chat while playing the game. But yeah, anyway. The troll glitch. I'm trying to think of what you're on about with the troll glitch. There's the one in this game where you get the gnomes and put them in the skybox. That's the one that's like most people don't know.
You can pick it up and throw it.
I assume you're talking about that one. So like where you grab and hang on. If I can, I mean there's no way to really stand, but I can give it a go. So where you pick up a gnome like this and then you come into the skybox and then you throw it up like that. And then when you go back up to the map, there he is. This is the skybox thing. I might be able to land here. It's a bit tight, but there you go. Like I said, this is not the best map for it, because like the main world is better, as of course you got the actual whole of Hogwarts and stuff. But I mean, you can kind of see it here. But anyway, yeah. I'll tell you what, let's pick him up actually. I need him. There you go, that's like a brief example of it. But it's not as good as actually doing it in the main Hogwarts bit. That's where you want to do it. Actually, while he's eating that, let's go and do Peeves. Hi, Peeves. Here you go, sheep. I'll do this just for you. I feel like you could do with a little bit of a scary blue face. I can even zoom it in just a little bit for you. There you go. I hope that haunts your nightmares forevermore. Oh my god, hello mate. I was not expecting him to be like inside of me. No. Yeah. Wait. Stop picking up the beans. My beans. But by all means, go and chew things. Chew the others. It almost sounds like he's saying tofu. Do 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 do. Wee. Oh yeah. Oh, for God's sake. Thank you. Wee. The big question though, sheep, and it is a big one, is are you ever going to play Vanguard zombies? That's my question. Dun, dun, dun. Oh God. I do not wish to be ambushed by a giant orange snail. Wait. I like that. Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, I mean, I can kind of sympathise with that. I mean, I'm kind of sad, to be fair, that it's not Sledgehammer actually making the zombies this time. It's just Treyarch again. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's fine that Treyarch are making it, but at the same time, I like it when you get a unique developer making it. And, I mean, it's a prequel to the Dark Ether story, which, let's be real here, we don't really desperately need a prequel, but fair enough, I guess. I suppose it can answer some unanswered things, but yeah. I'll get it anyway, just because, why not? It's zombies. I probably won't dedicate much time to it though, like I did with Cold War. And that's for like the last 2 seasons of Cold War, I basically, well, already am not dedicating much time to it. Welcome to getting bored of a game. Although I am looking forward to when Onslaught, isn't it? And all of its game modes come to PC, because that'll be interesting. See what that mode's actually like. Lego Star Wars, the complete saga. Yeah, it's an awesome game. I love the Lego Star Wars games. You should play it. Definitely. I mean, the new Lego Star Wars is coming out next year, potentially, if they don't delay it again. But yeah, that'll be cool to see that. I'm looking forward to that game, actually. Although, with the recent announcement of Knights of the Old Republic remake, you probably won't see me for a century, so yeah, that should be fun. I'm pretty hyped for that. Frozen Dawn Easter egg for a laugh. Maybe, we'll see. going to attempt to get a PS5 tomorrow, sheep, because Game have announced that they're getting new stock tomorrow morning, so I'm going to do my absolute damned best to try and obtain one, and if I'm successful, that would be great. We'll see, but yeah, I mean, they're a pain in the arse to obtain them, so we'll see. But the Easter eggs that I do want to do on World War II at some point are the, what's it called? The Darkest Shore? Yeah, Darkest Shore. And I guess the hardcore Easter egg of Funarak. Those are the only ones I've never done. Good luck. Yeah, thank you. It's like, trying to obtain a PS5 is like sitting an exam. It's horrendous. It's the most stressful thing ever. In fact, I'd probably say trying to obtain a PS5 is more stressful than an exam. I mean, it depends on the exam, but yeah. Oh, I'm hopeful. I am hopeful. It'd be nice to just no longer have to worry about trying to obtain one of them. Do a speed run of the Frozen Dawn. We'll see. Oh god. I mean, to be fair, I'm happy to do the Frozen Dawn again at some point. It's actually a good Easter egg, good map. It's fun. But I do want to do the Darkest Shore on that because I've never done them, and if I do those, then it completes my experience of World War II properly, which would be nice. Oh, Jesus Christ, I didn't know he was that close. Let's get rid of him. Just murder a tree creature while I'm here. What we'll do is we'll quickly kill this thing, and then I'm going to go and see how the gnomes are doing eating mushrooms. Did I mention them magic mushrooms? Hey Retro Gamer, by the way, welcome to the stream. And yeah, I mean, how can you not love this game? It's a freaking amazing game. Wait, where's the other gnome? Oh god. But yeah, it's an awesome game. I used to play this game quite a bit with my brother actually when I was younger. But I play this game all the time. It's a good game. It's like one of those old games that in my opinion just will never get old. Love it. I mean the graphics have aged, but gameplay is great. Oh. There you go. For any of you that are wondering what magic mushrooms do, that's what they do. Please eat it, thank you. I like the way the beans change colour when the gnomes pick them up and then you knock them over. It's like makes no logical sense, but whatever. It's fine. We can deal with it. Ooh, HP2 PC or HP2 GBA? PC, but GBA is a freaking amazing game. There's no denying it. But yeah, I would say PC. PC's like always going to be the best Harry Potter game. You can't beat this Harry Potter game with any of the others. You just can't.
Though truckles are true spirits that guard the trees.
It's too much fun, this.
Diffendo want them to make them disappear.
But to be fair, I will admit that in some ways there's only like a few bits in this game that probably put this in front of certain other Harry Potter games. Just a few bits. But either way, they're enough to put it in front. This is an awesome game though. But yeah, the GBA version is it's a freaking amazing Harry Potter game. I love it. It's probably one of the best Game Boy games to ever exist. It might even be the best one. So yeah, I really like it actually. It's one of those Game Boy games that I wasn't really expecting back in the days, because like I mean, the Game Boy game was a bit of an odd one, actually. I wonder if I can do this. Probably need debug, but yeah, I need debug. The beauty of debug mode. I'll have that. Thank you. But yeah. What have we got? HP 5. HP 5 is close second there. Prisoner of Azkaban PS2 is the second, mate. Then probably the GBA version of HP 2. Then probably HP 1 PC. But yeah, HP 5 is definitely up there. Oh, fine. Let's go get it. Gives me an excuse to actually use the chocolate frog now. Yeah, I will admit though, HP 5 is not a terrible game. I think my big problem with the game is it's just too short. If it was a bit longer, I wouldn't mind. It's also kind of a bit, shall we say, horrible looking in some ways. Like, the actual environment looks great, but the characters, yeah. I think the best way to put it, or sum it up, is the characters on HP 5 are kind of like those characters that were built for a Wii. And I mean, that game kind of is built for the Wii. It's like the characters just have no emotional movement or anything. They're just so stale. It's weird. Oh yes, the NPC rooms. There's multiple NPC rooms actually, by the way, Retro. In fact, if you saw the first stream of this that we did back on Thursday now, I was showing off some of those rooms. In this playthrough I will be using the debug mode, by the way, to show off some of the secret areas and stuff that you normally wouldn't see in the main game. We did look at some of those already though, last stream. So we looked at like some stuff outside in the grounds with the rooms, like with the people in there. Likewise, we looked at the ones in the main castle area as well and stuff. They're there, by the way, so that they can easily load in the characters into the level when they need them. Just basically they're already loaded in straight away. Saves them having to spend forever loading them in otherwise. It's quite clever, really. When am I doing a HP4 live stream? Not anytime soon. Not unless somebody, or should I say somebody, not unless a lot of people vote for HP4 to be streamed, which I very much doubt they will. I mean, they might, but I doubt it. If they did vote for it, then yeah, you know, I guess I would do it. I don't really want to, but I guess I could do it. Put myself through the torment. Nostalgia indeed. But welcome anyway to the stream. It's an awesome game, this. Everyone that comes along and sees this game are just like, oh, memories. I mean, how can you not have memories of this? If you played it when you were younger, then you know, you will remember this very fondly, this game. I never met a single person in my life that's played this when they were younger and went, yeah, it was crap. Because if they did, they must have been high at the time. It's just physically not possible to love this game. Welcome Jake, by the way, to the stream. And yeah, I mean, it's true, the post Prisoner of Azkaban games, the post games from Prisoner of Azkaban indeed are way too movie tied. I mean, they're alright, but I like the uniqueness of these games. They're too awesome. But do you even put HP4 in an option to vote? Who knows? Maybe I do, sheep. Maybe I don't. Maybe I'm just going to leave you hanging and just never give you the option. Nah, I probably will at some point, but I voted, like, put a vote thing up for streaming anyway, and I mean, granted I didn't put HB4 in it, but I did put a lot of other games in it, and this was the game that won out of those games. I mean, I can put it on at some point, but I feel like nobody's gonna want to see it, because why would they when they can see, like, all these other games? It's like putting in a vote poll, would you like me to stream Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 1? The answer is no, but in all honesty, I think the only reason people would vote for it is because in a stream I can take the piss out of it all the time, which is true, I can, because it's a terrible game. So, yeah, there you go. It's also the only Harry Potter game in the mainline series that I've never completed. I played it, got so bored of it, and just gave up on it. Because it's a terrible game. If anybody really likes the Deathly Hallows Part 1, I feel sorry for you. Anyway, while we're here, let's take a look around outside. There's not much to look at in this level, granted, but I'll see if I can find some interesting things here in a bit. I mean, the one thing that a lot of people do question, if I can find the room. Where is it? Why am I having so much trouble finding this? Where is it? Here it is, yeah. So, this room. There's this Lumos statue right here. So everyone always questions what this Lumos statue is actually for. The answer is nothing. I mean, I assume it was originally meant to be for a secret, and the secret I think it was meant to be for is up here, either behind that wall or behind this wall, where I assume they would have had like a secret room where you could then open up one of the chests, but of course that never happened. Otherwise it's just like a Lumos light for the cave, but obviously you don't really need it, so yeah, I think it was just a cut secret that they never put in, but you know, it's there for anyone that was interested in knowing why it exists. So yeah, I think there's not really anything else to show off. Just thinking, is there something else? Could show this off in this room if you're wondering what's up here. There you go. Oh, and by the way, you can actually walk around on this. See? It's quite cool. But yeah, I'm not going to stay up here walking around too much or else I waste all the timer. But yeah, there you go. That's what this looks like from the outside, in case people are wondering. So, as that is literally all there is to this, let's go and end the level. Actually, whoa, hang on. No, there isn't, is there? No, it's a dev build I'm thinking of.
Well, Mr. Potter, you have completed my Diffendo challenge. The remaining time now becomes your personal high score.
Thank you, Sheep, for mentioning that everyone can watch me suffer playing HB4. I'm sure everybody would be delighted by that. I'm not, but sure everyone else would be. We'll see. I'll think about it. Oh yeah. Quidditch World Cup, I like the game, but it's one of those games that's sort of too repetitious for me, and especially when you first play the game, you have to put in so much effort to unlock the harder mode, which is kind of what you want to play the game on by default, because otherwise the AI is so dumb that like literally you can never lose. Yeah, I mean that's the big problem I have with that game, but otherwise it's not bad. It's a game that I would say is fun to play every once in a while. Also, if you have a co-op partner, like someone on the couch to play with you on that game, real fun. But yeah, it's okay. I've had a lot of people request me to do that recently, Quidditch World Cup, so I might do it. We'll see. Toys R Us. That's interesting. Also, welcome to the stream, by the way, Lim. Yeah, Toys R Us. I haven't heard that name for a little while, but yeah, that's interesting. They actually came with these games. Neat. I mean, for me, I remember my brother came home with the Philosopher's Stone, and then I went into game and got this one. That was a long time ago, but yeah, I'm like an old guy now in comparison to when I got this game. I was a tiny kid. So yeah, time's moved on a bit. Oh yes, the Goblet of Fire, the Order of the Phoenix game does actually have you playing gobstones, yes. It's actually kind of fun. I need to do a video of that at some point for the Order of the Phoenix playthrough, because I haven't done that yet.
Harry, Hermione told me that you can find the shredded boomslang skin out in the greenhouse. Follow me, Harry.
Also, hello Orange, welcome to the stream. Yeah, there are a couple... Shut up. Yeah, there are a couple of things that I probably will do for HP5 that I haven't done yet, because there's like some side parts that I haven't bothered putting up yet. I've already recorded them, I just haven't bothered putting them up yet. I really should do that. I did the same thing with Prisoner of Azkaban on the PS2. I recorded all these side bits and then just forgot to put them up. Also, while we're here, as people were asking about it earlier, the dev rooms where you can find all the different students in there. I did show this in the previous stream of this game, but I'll show it now. So just make it obvious for people. So here's the front entrance bit. If you come over here to the secret area, which I'm currently in, where I've got the beans. If you come behind this wall, there you go. You can walk around in here too.
Beg your pardon. You're just a second-year student. I don't have time to talk to second years.
But yeah, there you go. They're all in here, all the different characters. And like I said, the reason they're here is just basically so you can easily load them into a level because they're already loaded in. So all they have to do is just teleport them basically to their rightful spot. Although some of the characters are not even used, I don't think, are they? Because like, oh my god, what the hell is wrong with his eyes? Oh, that's great. But yeah, some of the characters here are not actually used. So Lockhart's not used, McGonagall's not used, Snape is not used, but the others are used. I think Goyle's used in the herbology lesson, I can't quite remember. But yeah, anyway, they're here because they load in quickly, and I assume that at some point these three were actually going to be in this area, but got cut. Welcome to the world of cutting things in video games. Anyway. Oh yeah, I was gonna, actually there's no point because I need Spongify, so we'll do that later. Is there anything else I want to do outside? Yeah, I can't be bothered to go and do the Quidditch. Oh, that reminds me, Sheep, you wanted to see the Gnome glitch. Let me show you. This is the best map to do the Gnome thing in, so I will go and do that now. Hold on. Everyone can get a laugh out of this. Just wait for him to eat these mushrooms quick and then I'll do it. While he's doing that, I'll catch up on the chat. Am I going to debug speedruns for more points? I wasn't planning to. I could do. I mean, it would be like simple as hell, but I wasn't planning to. But yes, I know what you mean. Right. Let's put him over there for a sec because I got to open this. Okay, right. Hang on. Timer is useless. I wouldn't quite say it's useless, but yeah, I mean, I like the timer being there because it sort of puts you under pressure, right? But I get what you mean, especially if you know what you're doing in the game, then of course it goes by quite quickly, but yeah, I get what you mean. Yeah, no worries, Liam. I mean, I am here to try and help everybody as best as I can play these games because these are great games and everyone should play them. While we're here, there you go everyone, appreciate your little gnome. Right, so here's something that most people don't know about this game. I knew about this yonks ago, but I never made a video on it because I just didn't know how to make a video on it. But yeah, so if you can do this by changing your character's model as well, but I'm not going to do that here because else we're going to have a serious cock up while playing through the rest of the game. But yeah, you can either change Harry's model to be a different character or creature in the game here for this, or you can do what I'm about to do, which is with the gnome. So grab yourself a gnome, come down to the skybox in debug mode, and throw your gnome. I'll wait for him to stand up and then I'll go into the spot. Come on, stand up. There we go. Okay, cool. So grab your gnome, and then if you come back up here, and as we threw him over here, let's go and stand over here and speed up a little bit. There we go. Alright, so if you stand here, there you go, you can see him just running around the outside in the skybox. And sometimes it can be kind of horrifying because you can just see the gnome sort of like, this is a bit of a small gnome, but if you get bigger gnomes, because it's random what you get in the game of course, if you get the bigger ones then they just jump up in the air like that and they just go all the way over the school. It looks horrifying. The one thing I can do though for you all, again I'll speed it up, is this. So slow it down again. Let's, oh god, he's gonna eat me. Ow. Damn it. Hang on. Oh, come on. There we go. Right, so now if you go back to Hogwarts up top, you should see Harry somewhere. Oh, there he is. He's a little too high up. Hang on. Let's put him down about here. That'll probably be alright. Let's move him back actually. There we go. Okay, right. Now we should see. There we go. So yeah, there you go. You get a giant Harry trying to like crush the school. Like I said, it's more fun when you have gnomes like jumping up and down and things, but I mean, this is kind of what you're going to get for the moment. But if you change Harry's model into something like Aragog or whatever, then you just get a giant spider over the top of the school. It's pretty horrifying. Like I said though, we're not going to do that right now because I can't really be bothered to wreck the entire game to do that, so we're not going to do it. If there is another gnome, which I'm pretty sure there is, I'll throw it in there as well and then have a look and see.
Here's the greenhouse. It's
Yeah,
always
there's
so
Hagrid.
warm in here.
Right, anyway. Let's keep an eye on the chat again. Ooh. Oh, I heard a gnome. Keeps falling over by the sounds of it. Yes, you do get more time in the beam bonus room, Orange, you are correct. If you basically debug your way through, you get infinite time. It's ridiculous. But, like I said, we're not trying to do that here. Also, Hazmat, welcome to the stream. Sorry if I'm a little late responding. I'm showing everyone a bit of a weird gnome glitch. But yeah, anyway. Let's do that. I wonder if he'll be able to get up or not. Okay, no he's not. He's quite literally stuck. Please don't kill him. Ah, I killed him. Oh well. I was trying not to kill it. Let's go and get the other one. I can use him to eat the mushrooms. It's a bit annoying because that gnome was a big one as well. Anyway, how you doing, buddy? Enjoying your skybox? Oh, actually, again, I showed this in the previous stream, but I thought, you know, I might as well show it now. So did you know that originally you could actually, or you were meant, should I say, to be able to go into Hagrid's hut in this game, which would have been used during the segment later on before Aragog, you know, where basically Dumbledore and Lucius Malfoy meet up with Hagrid and so on. You were meant to go inside his hut, like in here, and basically talk to him. then run outside and hide behind the rock. But of course, they scrap that, and instead you just hide behind the rock, and then they're already out. But yeah, they left his hut down here, and yes, you can walk around in it. It's all here. By the way, this is his hut from the Philosopher's Stone or Sorcerer's Stone, depending where you're from. PC game. So yeah, anyway, there you go. It's still there, for those that are wondering. Alright, let's just get this gnome over here. There we go. Get him to eat them. It's terrifying. Mate, you haven't even seen the Aragog version of that. It's just like in Source Engine, yeah. You used to change the size of the gnomes. Can you actually do that? I didn't think you could. If that's possible, that's quite handy. I didn't actually know you could do that. I knew you could change the size of certain characters, but I didn't think you could do it with the gnomes. You wish it was added? Yeah, I do as well, actually. There's a lot of things in this game that I wish were added that weren't. Oh, and also, a lot of people obviously haven't played it and seen it, because why would they have access to it? But I do have access to the prototype build of this game. So it was basically like an earlier version of this game just before it released, pretty much. So it was in almost a finished state, but there was some like bits and bobs that weren't quite finished and so on. But yeah, the prototype build, basically you can see some of the changes and things, and like Harry's voice actor was completely different. It was actually the voice actor from the PC version of Philosopher's Stone, but then his voice broke, so he sounded nothing like a, well, you know, young kid basically anymore. So then they took Harry's voice here, which was originally the NPC's voices, and put him into this position of Harry Potter instead. And yeah, I mean, like, you've got Fred and George who are in the Gryffindor common room in that version. The challenge in that version as well was accessible, so you could walk through it in the Gryffindor common room, which I'm going to show later on in the stream, by the way, everyone. And if you want to actually access that normally without using debug modes, then yeah, I've got a link down in the description of this, so you can go and basically access it properly in game. It teaches you how to do it. But yeah, I mean, there's so many different changes. I mean, maybe one day I might stream the prototype build. We'll see. I'll think about it.
The greenhouse is right inside that door, Harry. I'll watch out for Professor Sprout. Good luck.
You never knew there was a hedge gargoyle. Yeah, there's two of them. There. There's one here. And then there's also one right here. So there you go. I don't want to see the Aragog version. Why not? Are you an arachnophobic? I mean, fair enough, it would be terrifying, I think, for anyone like that. Oh yeah, and here's a tree inside the hallway, by the way. Yeah, they literally didn't think about the fact that people would use debug mode in this, which is fair enough. And, well, yeah, so the trees are just casually there. Anyway, let's go and do this bit. A remaster of this game would be incredible, but we'll never get it. The thing you need to understand is that EA no longer hold the rights to Harry Potter, of course, we all know this, but also you got to understand that it's now owned by Warner Brothers Games, and Warner Brothers Games are terrible when it comes to looking after their backlog of games that they own. I mean terrible. They will not touch any past games unless they were a major success and they were made by one of their companies. Good example of what they have done. Are you serious, Gnome? Thank you. Yeah, a good example of what they have done is the Batman Arkham games. So, like Arkham Asylum and City, they bothered to remaster, right? Just because they did so well. But, I mean, that's it. I think that's the extent of Warner Brother games remastering, i.e. not a lot. And it's a shame because they have so many awesome games that were built, you know, under them as a publisher or just under their companies that would be good to see. See, like the Fear games, I would love to see them remaster those today. But, yeah, that's never going to happen. I reckon I could do it. There we go. If he stays up there, that would be freaking handy. Ooh. He's about to shoot his arse ball at me. That actually just came out loud. He was about to shoot his arse ball at me. Oh dear. No, 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 don't walk off the edge. Please don't walk off. Oh, thank God. Right, now stay there. I actually have a use for you, mate. It's quite important. That's why I don't want you walking off the edge. I love the gnomes just standing there like, yeah boy, I get a free little ride. Oh, he's jumping in the air. Right, please don't walk off the edge. Good, good. People will probably be like, why are you keeping the gnome alive? You will see. It looks so random with the gnome on it. Right. Don't worry, chat, by the way. I will read more of it in a second. I'm just going to concentrate for a minute because I really don't want this gnome to walk off the edge and lose him. I need him to actually be around. Alright. Go over there. Also, do that so he can go through. Oh. I just missed it. If you jump and, you know, hit the wizard cards when you have one left before you get a key or a life, just Harry goes flying. It's great fun. Right, let's just throw in Miles for a minute. Okay. There we go. All for 4 mushrooms I brought this gnome up here for. What can I say? I really like beans. Please don't hit me. Okay, good. Eat them. Yeah, I bet you most people didn't know you could get the gnome to eat these mushrooms. Something that many people don't know. Anyway. I'll have to use debug mode though in order to take that gnome and throw him in his hole. I'll do it in a minute. Diffendo. Boom.
This is a particularly nasty variety of spider. Their bites are extremely poisonous, so stay away and cast Rictus Sempra to stun them.
Yeah, I mean, I would love to see remasters of these older Harry Potter games. I really would. We'll never see them though. And also there was a guy who did do, it was like a project just for fun, but he did do an Unreal 4 version of this game. However, I believe he actually was told to, you know, cease and desist it. And I mean, to be fair, I don't think he was ever going to release it anyway. He sort of always claimed it was meant for just like a project. But of course, you know, Warner Brothers didn't want it to come out, so there hasn't been anything more from that for a long time now, and I don't think you'll ever see any more from it again. It's a shame, because it actually looked pretty promising. But yeah, Oh well. Also, seeing Hogwarts with snow, we do actually already have that. If you go to like, I don't know, Prison of Azkaban even, for the PS2, there is like a whole point where you can see the school and that with snow. It's quite cool. Also, modders with maps on this have put like snow all over the map and so on. I should really do some more mod maps for this game at some point, because they're quite interesting, some of them. What else was there? Oh yeah, you mentioned the Tomb Raider 3 remaster as well. Yeah, Tomb Raider 3, I don't know if that's actually ever going to be a thing again, or whether it's just a fun project, but I've seen quite a few things for that, and it does look quite promising. I swear there's even like an Angel of Darkness one or something that's going on at the moment too. Granted, Angel of Darkness is not a great Tomb Raider game, but you know, I mean, it's cool, I suppose, that they're doing it. Fala Hamora. Right, let's just go and throw the. Oh, hello, Gnome. Let's go and throw the Gnome away. And then, oh, while we're here, there is literally nothing really to show you all. But, is there anything even worthwhile at all showing here? Not really. Nah, there's nothing worthwhile. I mean, the sundial's here if you were curious. But yeah, no, there's nothing else. Right, let's just get rid of the gnome quick. There we go. And let's pick up the potion ingredient.
Hey Hermione, I found a bunch of shredded boomslang skin for the polyjuice potion.
That's great, Harry. I'll go add it to the potion right now.
The weekly house point ceremony's starting soon. You remember where it is, don't you?
See, I agree with you, Orange, that Warner Brothers should really let, you know, other modders that actually care about the game do what they want with it. But of course they're not going to do that, because why would they? But I will say this. I am annoyed that Warner Brothers will never remaster a lot of their old games, because they have a good catalogue of games and they just refuse, point blank refuse, to touch their library that they have. I get that it's good to create new games, and of course I want new games to be made, and I'm glad they do that. But at the same time, you shouldn't just neglect all of your old catalogue pretty much, other than Batman Arkham Asylum and Arkham City, and that's it. Hell,
It's good to see you again.
I mean, the other thing as well with the Arkham games is they did Arkham Asylum and Arkham City, which is good. I wanted to see them return anyway. But they didn't do Arkham Origins, and they still haven't done Arkham Origins, and that is arguably the one that needs it more than pretty much any of the others. The only one that needed it, I suppose, was Asylum, really. But Origins, unlike City, was held back massively with its graphics thanks to this thing called Last Gen. So it just, you know, it really could benefit from it massively. Oh yeah. Yeah, it can seriously benefit from it, Arkham Origins, and I really hope they do actually remaster that game at some point, because it's not a bad game. And to be honest with you, it's kind of difficult for people to play it now, unless they're playing on an Xbox or PC. But it's a good game. I like it. It's definitely by far the best Arkham game when it comes to boss fights. None of the Arkham games come even close boss fight wise compared to Origins. Easily ace that one. Let's go and do that as well. God, my throat is really dry today. It's really annoying me. But there you go. I don't know. Scourge. Oh, look at that. straight into the wizard card. Yes, Stephen Fry does indeed narrate the game, Sheep. In fact, Stephen Fry narrates, I think, pretty much all of the earlier games, to be honest. Pretty cool, actually. I like it.
Looks like it's time for another house point ceremony. Let's see which house is ahead this week. Oh, it appears that Gryffindor is in the lead. Harry, it looks like you get to visit the bonus bean room.
Also, Jake, if we could mod all of the later on games from 4 onwards, believe me, we as a fan base could easily make every single one of them actually a good game and fun to play. Like, I have no doubt in my mind that the mod fan base would make the Deathly Hallows games actually good. No doubt in my mind. Because there's just no way that they wouldn't, you know, do something incredible to make it actually worthwhile. So, yeah. Really. Thank you. So yeah, I will definitely admit that it would benefit the older games, the newer ones even in the series, a lot more if they were able to actually get mods on them. I mean, I can think of a game that would really benefit it. It's called Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. People could add in freaking free roam to the game, for Christ's sake. They could do so much with that game. You could just make it a better game, which would always be a good thing. Because it is not a good game. And don't worry, chat, I will respond in a moment. When I'm doing the beam bonus room, it's not really a great time to be looking at the chat because I'm on a timer, but yeah, I will look in a moment. Hell yeah, doing this when you don't have Spongify. Really. There we go. Diffendo! Okay, there was far more coming out of that than I thought there was. Also, I'm looking at it really quickly, but I hope I'm saying this right. Igor, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Also, I think people have asked me to show off this map before in the past because they were interested to see what was outside of it. There is nothing outside of it, by the way. This is literally the extent of the beam bonus room. It's basically just this. So, there you go. Have a look at the beam bonus room. I mean, the most interesting thing outside the map is the skybox. So, there you go. Oh my god. Have a giant Harry. Oh, that was worth it. Might as well grab these just because I'm up here now. Why not? Hell yeah. So yeah, there you go. Nothing special really.
In the second week of December, Professor McGonagall collected the names of those who would be staying at school over Christmas. Harry, Ron and Hermione signed up. They heard that Malfoy was staying, which struck them as very suspicious. The Christmas holiday would be the perfect time to use the Polyjuice potion and try to worm a confession out of Draco.
I ought to head up to Moaning Myrtle's bathroom and see how the Polyjuice potion is coming on. I hope Hermione doesn't need any more ingredients.
Yeah, for the Tomb Raider one, it's a good question actually. I believe the way it goes is you can mod an already existing game. So if you do a remaster inside of the actual game as a mod, that's absolutely fine. There's nothing that, you know, they can do to stop you for that. But if you do it outside of that game, in either its own game or as like a mod for a different game, then they'll get legally involved because obviously you're taking, you know, assets, voice lines, whatever, from the actual game and using them in a different game, which then they're going to get annoyed about. So yeah. Also, while we're here, like again earlier, I said I've shown this in the previous stream, but yeah, here's a character room for people over here. So here you go. You can actually see Peeves in this one as well, which is really weird, but there he is. there's Peeves. Do not ask me, by the way, why Peeves is even in this room right now, because he's not even in this area of the game. But there you go. I don't get it. I really don't. Man, the other houses are struggling. They're always struggling, somehow. Could the mod community make HP4 good? What you mean, Sheep, there is... Can they really do anything to save that game? The answer is no. Like, if you could actually mod the later on Harry Potter games on PC, then yeah, you could do something to save the games. But because you literally cannot mod those games, it is physically impossible to do anything for those games other than, like, you know, sorting out resolution sizes and that. That's all you can do for those later on games. They're really bad PC ports as well, I might add. And yeah, you can't do a lot for the game. So unfortunately, no. I mean, if HP4 was moddable, then I have no doubt in my mind that everyone right now would have gone like through so many lengths to make it a good game. But sadly, it's just not possible, which is a shame, because actually I would have loved to have seen HP4, good HP4 should I say, exist. So yeah, but there you go. Hey Phil, how you doing? Sorry, I only just literally caught up with the chat. Welcome Phil, my man, it's good to see you here. Also, for everyone's knowledge, myself and Phil have done a Harry Potter project somewhat recently, which will come out at some point soon, so yeah, there you go. I won't give you any more details unless he wants to spill the beans. But yeah, anyway, expect to see a project between me and Phil Glimmer. We have some cool stuff on the works. And Richie, I mean, mate, this game needs a remaster. I want it to get a remaster, but it never will. It's just so depressing. Basically, if everyone attacks Warner Brother Games about these things, then they might actually listen, but the likelihood of that happening? No. It's depressing. I wish it happened anyway. Oh yeah, here's a pig if everyone... Didn't know the pig was just staring at Mrs. Norris. That's kind of disturbing. Oh god, he actually attacks you in here, Peeves. I was not expecting that. Animal Abuse 101. It's kind of cool, this room, I have to say. Also, you get a bit of like Blair Witch over here in the corner with this girl who's just staring at a wall. I mean, if people have seen Blair Witch, they'll understand. Gotta know Blair Witch though. Right, let's get on with the actual game. As fun as it is looking at a room full of just static characters. Yeah, I guess soon is somewhat wishful thinking. I don't know, we'll see. I'll say, oh god, I'll say that part 1 is nearly done.
Not another attack.
Or part 3, but there's 3 parts, so yeah.
What's happened here?
I don't know. I found him like this.
Follow me.
Why is Peeves there, Orange? Good question. I don't actually know for once. Why is he so big? Because it's Peeves. He's always big.
Professor, I swear I didn't...
This is out of my hands, Potter. Through this door, please, Potter.
So, for the Tomb Raider 3 mod then, is he actually modding Tomb Raider 3 inside of Tomb Raider 3? Or is he modding it in a different Tomb Raider game? I don't really know anything about the Tomb Raider 3 like remaster mod thing. I know about Angel of Darkness because I've seen quite a bit of that lately, but I don't know about number 3. I've seen bits of 3 online, but I've never really looked into it in big detail. So yeah, sherbet lemons, they're nice.
This must be Professor Dumbledore's study.
Oh man, the music in this game. There's like no area of this game I can go into where the music just doesn't instantly hit me with full-on nostalgia, and also just hit me with just incredible vibes. Jeremy Soule is truly an incredible person when it comes to making music. There's no denying it. It was sad that Jeremy Soule didn't do the music for the later on games. I mean, his songs from the early games were put into them, but that's not the same thing. Now, I might be about to break the game if I do this. I can't remember if I've ever done this before. I think I have. Yeah, go on. Let's do this, and then we'll do the other one.
It's the old school sorting hat. I wondered where it was kept.
You've been wondering whether I put you in the right house. Yes, you were particularly difficult to place, but I stand by what I said before. You would have done well in Slytherin.
Oh my gosh!
Richie, do I know Hogwarts? I assume you're talking about Hogwarts Legacy's release date. No, nobody knows an exact release date yet. All we know is that it is coming out in 2022, probably summer or late 2022. We don't know exactly when yet.
That bird looks sick. It burst into flames.
But it could get delayed again as well.
Good evening, Harry.
Right. I'm probably about to break this, but I want to see what happens. I want to see if Harry... that door's looking a bit rough. See if Harry... Let's put him out here, actually. Let's see if he can figure it out.
Professor! Your bird! I couldn't do anything. He just caught fire.
Is he going to make it back into the cutscene? I'll give him a few minutes, see what happens. Also, Phil, I'm glad you're looking forward to it. I mean... Oh my god. I wasn't expecting that. Yeah, it's good. It'll be good stuff.
And are reborn from their ashes. Fascinating creatures, phoenixes. They can carry immensely heavy loads. Their tears
Spyro
have healing
GBA.
powers, and they make highly faithful
Good music,
pets.
that.
Professor, I just want you to know that it wasn't me. I'm not the attacker.
I know you're not, but I still want to talk to you. I must ask you, Harry, whether there is anything you'd like to tell me.
Being able to talk to snakes was what Salazar Slytherin was famous for.
Anything at all?
No, there isn't anything, Professor.
Very well, if you're sure. Good night, Harry.
Night, Professor.
Wait, where's Ron? What happened to Ron? Okay, I semi-broke the game. Because Ron didn't spawn in. That's pretty weird. Okay. Also, Liam, thanks for that. I appreciate that. It will be quite good to see that. See how that's getting on. My advice, though, Liam, is that you send that link to me via my Twitter, which is linked down in the description of this video, so you can just go over there and send it to me either via DM or just tweet it at me. The reason I suggest that is because links in the chat for the stream are blocked for obvious reasons, so you won't be able to paste it in here. But yeah, seriously, send me that over Twitter. Also, do I like that new game? You mean as in, do I think the new Hogwarts Legacy game will be good? From what I've seen of it via its trailer and also the leak stuff that showed up, I think it has promise. I've been asked this question so many times of do I think the game is going to be good or not. It's become a regular thing at this point. Yeah, I think the game will probably be good. I think it'll be great, but it's more down to, in the end, if basically they make it an RPG single player game, and if they put co-op in it, then it's just co-op where you're like playing with a friend or something, or friends. That's fine, but if they turn it into an MMO sort of game, then I'm just gonna hate it, because I hate MMOs. So yeah, if they do that, they've ruined it. Hopefully they won't do that. I'm really hopeful they'll just keep it as a single player game with the possible bit of co-op added. But yeah, otherwise I would say from what I've seen of it so far, it looks promising. It really does. Hopefully it'll be a good game. I really hope so. I love doing this. Oh, it's great fun doing that. Flipendo. So many people don't know about this secret as well, which amazes me that they don't know about this. Where you jump on the chair and then you just jump up to the balcony and find like a ton of beans. Oh, and I guess people wonder what's behind these doors. Absolutely nothing. Literally nothing. So, yeah, I know. Super exciting, right? Oh, you can also spawn in a load of spiders if you hit that, but... There you go. It's not like we needed them, but yeah. Yeah, it will disappear if you try and put a link in this chat, because obviously, like I said, I've disabled links on purpose in live streams because it's for your safety and everyone else's safety, basically, that I've disabled links. So, yeah, that's why you can't paste links in the chat. That's why I said if you got an important link... Oh, there's Ron. Okay, if you got an important link, then just send it to me, you know, over Twitter. Wow, I have super broken you, mate. So broken, it's ridiculous. Okay. Also, James Burrows, hi, welcome. Nice to see you. Goat Simulator MMO is the best. To be fair, it is quite fun, that one, actually. I'll give you some credit for that. But I wouldn't call that a proper MMO, but yes, that one is quite fun. Goat Simulator is just fun to, you know, muck around on anyway. Goat Z was always good fun. Also, Goats in Space is great fun too. You wish you could have a skeleton of a dragon in your room. Yeah, I mean, I guess it would be quite neat to have one on display. As long as it doesn't come to life. In which case it sets you on fire. It's a shame they cut this from the main game. Obviously they kept the room and everything because they're already designed, but they actually cut the spell from the game. It's really depressing, that. They did the same thing with Transfiguration in Philosopher's Stone on PC. They just cut it. It's just sad. Why? Why cut it? Ooh. Grab this. Whee! Look at it fly across the room there. I love it. Ron is speaking when he's not even here. Oh no, has Ron broken the cutscene? He's so broken the cutscene, hasn't he? I'll give it a couple of seconds, see what happens. It's the perfect game for destroying your brain. Goat Simulator definitely has its moments. I'm not saying that I wouldn't want a dragon in my room, although I'm pretty sure it wouldn't fit in my room, but I mean, it'd be kind of cool, I suppose. Oh, there he is.
Stop interrupting my peace and quiet. I do have feelings, you know, even if I am dead.
She's very touchy, isn't she? What's that horrible stink, Hermione?
That would be the polyjuice potion. Now, we need one more ingredient for the potion to be complete.
Love the way she's just using a
We're
wand.
going to need a bit of goyle to complete the potion.
That's disgusting. But how will I find Goyle?
At this time, he's usually filling his face down in the dungeons. All you need to do is follow the trail of food, get the bit of goyle and bring it back here to me.
Good luck, Harry. Thanks, Ron.
Right. Time to follow. Well, I say follow. You don't really follow him very far, but anyway. Follow Goyle. Hi, Goyle. Hello.
There's Goyle. I'd better follow him.
And somehow he doesn't notice Harry going, behind him all the time. Fair enough. Oh, you gotta love these chicken legs. I mean, look at the detail in that chicken leg. Look at that detail. Look at that. Solid stuff like that. Also, Goyle is wasting some perfectly good chicken legs though. He's left like most of the meat on the chicken leg. He just dumped it. It's sad. Ron did indeed just randomly appear because I broke the cutscene earlier on, kind of. It was by accident, of course, but yeah. Also, welcome to the stream. Oh, did it have to land next to the mushroom? It's not a great spot. Yeah, whatever, I was going to get hit anyway. Right. Good old Harry. And by the way, I apologise everyone that I'm drinking a lot of water inside. Oops. I'm drinking a lot of water inside of this stream compared to the others. Legitimately, my throat is just so dry today. I don't know why it's so dry, but it's super dry. Also, what I'm going to do quick, move that there. Get it out of the way at the bottom of the screen so I can actually see the bottom of the screen. It is kind of helpful that. Diffendo. I like the way he says Diffendo pretty much, but it is actually Diffendo. I mean, he kind of says Diffendo sometimes, but usually he says Diffendo. Communication error, I reckon. Oh yes, and here's the secret that doesn't work if you put the game at, you know, 60 FPS or higher. You literally have to put it on 30 FPS for this block to work. So the reason it breaks is because the frame rate of this game was originally 30 FPS. And basically that block moves faster because I'm playing at 60 frames. That block moves faster than it should be able to move. So as a result, it gets stuck on an invisible barrier. So if you ever want to get every single secret in this game, you're either going to need debug mode on, or you're going to need to turn your frame rate down. But who wants to play at 30 frames on a PC? Am I right? No one. Absolutely no one. But anyway, here's a pretty cool chimney. It's pretty cool actually. Lumos. Yeah, it will always break. If you have the frame rate above 30, like I said, that will always break. There is no way to fix it unless you turn your frame rate down. But of course, no one wants to turn the frame rate down. Because why would they? Love it. Right, I actually have a use for you, Gnome. And it's called Debug Mode. Do. Eat mushrooms, right. While you're doing that, I'm going back to the main level. Oh, yeah, you can jump onto the candles, onto the bookcase. That is true. Yes, you can do that. I mean, honestly, it's just easier in my case as I have debug mode on at the moment to just use that. But yes, you can do that. You are right. For anyone that's not using debug mode. Love it. Did you know that you can cast spells in Harry Potter world without saying their entire name? So if you're casting a Vibra-Cadabra, you could just literally say Avar, Avar, and then it works. Ah, the logic of Harry Potter. Or in some cases, you don't even say the spell and it just works. Don't really understand how that works, but you know, it is what it is. Get off. Whee! Luma. Headache inducing. Yeah, pretty much. True. You are true. Also, I have to say that I am surprised that we haven't seen Jasper at all today. He's usually jumping right on into the streams. We have not seen him once today. This is remarkable. Although the last time I did that in a stream, Jasper just appeared bang on when I actually mentioned his name. Weirdest coincidence ever, that. Diffendo. Who wouldn't want a spiky bush inside their house, eh? Be great for dealing with burglars. Literally, have a spiky bush by your front door or your back door. As soon as you go near it, you just get attacked by a load of spikes. Or even better, get a venomous tentacular by your back door. Eats the intruder alive. That's called efficiently dealing with your intruder, and the best part is, it's good for the environment. Right. He always makes a lot of noise in this game, doesn't he? Oh. Effort to go around, so we're using the power of debug. Right, I'll bring a gnome up in a minute. Whoa, what the... I would like the gnome to actually eat some of those mushrooms. In fact, I need to go and check on these gnomes because I've just left them with a ton of beans now. I'll do that in a minute. My frog. Right. Ah, there's one of my gnomes. Oi, I cast Diffendo at him, damn it. Wait, he didn't take any health from me. So I did cast Diffendo at him. He just didn't recognise it. Alright, I don't know. Anyway, eat them. I'll come back for you in a minute. that orange snail has quite literally just done a face palm. I wonder if he'll be able to go back to normal. Oh, yeah, he does. Face palming snail right there. Best kind of snail. Right, let's go and check on the gnome. Come over here. There we go. Oh, there was a bean inside of this thing. There we go. Right. You go there. And I need to go back to the beginning of the level to get this guy. Just left him chilling out for ages. God, he got a lot of beans, didn't he? Get off. Get off. Right. Let's throw this fella into his hole. There we go. Has the other one started eating them yet? No. Really? Alright, fine. Let's just carry on in here for now. Ooh, bloody hell. Hello, Pixie. I wasn't expecting the Pixie that close there. Little Zembra. Hello, Hamara. Do, 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 do. It's true, this is a school that's meant for young kids that can die from almost anything. Well, they're getting advanced training, what can I say? No, the gnomes orange do damage you in this game as well as Philosopher's Stone. It's just in this game they take your beans, but you can get the beans back, whereas in Philosopher's Stone, when they take your beans, unless you pick up your beans immediately, if they run into the bean, you've lost it. God, you've left a lot of fire behind, haven't you, mate? I'll go and check on the gnome in a moment. Actually, there is a secret up here that so many people don't know. And when I say so many people, I mean so many people. It's amazing how many people miss this secret because of that. Look. Walking around behind the gargoyle. There's a secret area, and you get a wizard card in here. Honestly, it's remarkable how many people have missed that secret. Way too many people have missed that. People I know, and just in general, people I've watched, they always miss it. Every time. It's remarkable. I just don't know how it's possible. There's literally a ledge there that's sitting there telling you to go there. People still miss it. Ugh, I don't need a cutscene. Right. Let's have a go. Doo-doom. Alright, more water time. God. I need like a hose just in my mouth. It would really help today. What a jump scare. There is actually a jump scare in this level, believe it or not. You'll see it in a minute. Right. Gnome, where did I put you? You over here. Hello, Gnome. Alright. Let's throw this guy in the hole. And then boom. Alright, well that's all the gnomes dealt with. Cool. Let's go back to where we were. Right, yeah. Lumos quickly before I go. Lumos again, why not? Here it is. The famous jump scare. Hi, peeves. Wow. Oh. I love him. Oh yeah, jumps and gets every frog. I don't know why they give you so many frogs there. It's like they almost expected you to have a mini boss fight with peeves here. But then they just scrapped that and just made him a jump scare instead. Fair enough, I guess. There are a lot of gargoyles in that spot. Just, they don't need to be there, but they are. There is a light source, but it's already light enough anyway. Yes, the hidden areas in Prison of Azkaban were well done actually, I like that. I mean, they do that in this game to an extent. So, hang on. Basically, each area you're in, they have this up in the top right hand corner of the menu, where basically it tells you how many secrets you found in that specific level. So, currently we got 6 out of 8, right? We'll get the others in a minute. But yeah, it tells you all the secrets that you found in the level. It's quite handy. Although, down in the Chamber of Secrets, I believe it's the second part of the Chamber of Secrets in this game, they basically screwed that up because there's blatantly a secret that they were going to put in that they didn't put in because they scrapped it. So then they forgot to remove it, so you will always have one less secret than you're meant to have there every time. Because it doesn't exist. Oh, what a landing. Bollocks. Yeah, killed him. It's annoying when the gnomes get stuck. It's always the big ones that get stuck as well. God. Yeah, I could have taken the gnome with me, but the reason I dumped him is because there was a gnome here that I thought would actually cooperate and come out of the hole, but he didn't. Instead, he glitched, so yeah, anyway. It's fine. Yeah, so it's only, I'm pretty sure from my memory, it's only in that second half of the Chamber of Secrets that there is one secret that just does not exist at all, and they forgot to remove it, like from the counter. So you will always get one less than you're supposed to. Always been like that. And it's really annoying. But yeah, it is like that. The Gryffindor challenge we will do at some point actually, because I've made it so that the door opens properly without having to use debug modes, and I was also the one with Another guy who sat down and figured out for all of you lot in the community how the hell to actually be able to open that door properly without debug mode. So yeah, we were more than happy to figure that out for you guys and give you a video guide for it. So there you go. But yeah, it's cool that we actually managed to figure it out because no one had done anything for that, and it is kind of a level that a lot of people should be able to experience, and if someone doesn't know how to turn on debug mode, yeah.
Do not wake Goyle. There he is, sleeping like a particularly ugly baby.
I like the way in the prototype build that I have of this, you could actually wake Goyle. It was really cool, that. I also saw that there was another YouTuber who modded back in a lot of the other bits that were cut from this, where the pigs are in these bits, and you can wake up the pigs or whatever, and then they squeal, and as a result, Goyle actually wakes up and comes over to Harry. Kind of cool.
I need to take the bit of Goyle back to Hermione in Moaning Myrtle's bathroom.
Oh yeah, go go.
I've got the bit of Goyle.
Well done, mate. Love that.
There you go.
Rather you than me.
Thanks.
Harry!
Oh dear.
That is disgusting.
Yeah, the Goblet of Fire game on PC, you can play it on the controller, which is how you should play that game. Because if you play it on a mouse, well, on a keyboard, it's horrible.
Are you okay, Harry?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Go down to the dungeons and see if you can get into the common room.
Okay.
Good luck, Harry?
Yeah, Goblet of Fire, you want to play it with a controller on PC, which is what I did. And of course you can also basically sit down and change the resolution of the game, which of course I did for the playthrough, or walkthrough should I say. And yeah, well, that's how you guys got all of that, which was kind of cool.
Do you think I don't know what?
Oh, she's coming over a bit faster than I thought.
Miserable, moaning, moping Myrtle.
Yeah, I don't care. Can you open the bathroom? No. Okay, I can't be bothered to wait. But normally this door will open and then you can come in here and you can do this. I thought it was just a pixie in the toilet. Alright, we'll come back for them. Really? You didn't grab that?
I do have feelings,
Fine.
even if I
Right, here's the most important toilet of them all. I'll do it in this stream because a lot of people don't actually know you can do this, and it's fun. Anyway, I As fun as that is. I love doing this, it's just too much fun. Right, I need one of these gnomes. No, I actually want to... Oh, stop grabbing hold of the bloody toilet. Pick one up. Right. Anyway. Oh my god, what the hell?
My
Jeez.
life was nothing but misery, and now people come along, ruining my death.
Want to know a way of getting infinite beans? Shall I show you? Whee! All you do is this. You know, you could say it's cheating, but it isn't cheating really. It's a game mechanic. Anyway, I think that's enough beans, don't you? Alright, remember 2, 2, 3, 5.
Peeves upset me so much, I came in here and tried to kill myself. But then I remembered that I'm already dead.
You're super cheerful, you know. Yeah, I will say this much, Goblet of Fire is a very broken port on PC. And when I say broken, I mean broken. It's very broken. I mean, you can tell it's a bad port anyway, given the fact that they don't even give you the option to change your controls. They don't even give you the option to change your resolution or anything. So that's already ringing alarm bells. But when you do change the resolution and things, and obviously if people want a guide on how to sort out Goblet of Fire on PC, then I'll do it, but so far I haven't seen enough demand just yet. But yeah, the thing with Goblet of Fire is you need to use a thing called a hex editor to basically change your resolution and your aspect ratio on the game. And the thing is, with Goblet, unlike every other game where you use a hex editor, where you edit the values of the hex, like values basically to change them to what you want, with Goblet of Fire, everything is backwards. So rather than entering the binary numbers of hex in the order that they normally would be, you have to put it all in completely back to front in order for it to work properly, because you can tell how bad the port is when they didn't even bother to put the freaking the code, I guess, in general, the right way round. It's the wrong way round. That's really quite bad. That's probably why they didn't even put in an options menu, because they accidentally made it that terrible in general, making the coding backwards for the game, that they just went, yeah, we might as well just, you know, not bother doing this because it's way too complicated. The other thing with Goblet of Fire as well is, while you can make the game literally any resolution you want now, by the way, there's no problem with it, and the frame rates are already fine on the game, which is great. Unfortunately, and this is sad, you can't play the entire game, like all the way through, on resolutions above 1080p. So if you're playing on 1080p, you can play the game all the way through with no problem. If you're playing on a resolution that is above 1080p, you can play some of the levels, but then others are just completely broken, and, well, you're fucked, basically. So yeah, that's real good. I can't remember if people are outside when you're playing Squirrel. No. There literally is no one. Really? Is Hagrid around? No, just the pigs. Fair enough. Alright. I actually thought somebody would be around, but also there's actually a real tree up here. Didn't even notice that for all these years, to be fair. Fair play. He thought Goblet of Fire's resolution was crap to make you not play it. To be honest, it's definitely a good factor to make you not want to play it. Yeah, you're not wrong, Phil. I mean, besides the resolution, would you want to play it anyway? Not willingly. Oh, Goblet of Fire. Could have been so much. Could have been the best game in the series. And it's probably one of the worst.
Pure blood.
What's the password? I bet I can use that to get into the Slytherin common room.
I mean, Goblet of Fire though. I mean, there's so much wrong with that game. And you say like the controls in Prisoner are really good, which they are, to be fair. But in Goblet, like, you don't even need controls for the most part in that game, honestly. Because most of it is just buttons, well, spamming buttons constantly. That's it. That's all you're doing. Never does anything else. So yeah. Goblet of Fire is one of those games that actually is the perfect example in this series of what you should never do. It's literally the perfect example. And they did change their ways, to be fair, with Order of the Phoenix and Half-Blood Prince, and went back to trying to be a bit more like the older games, which was good. But then when it came to the Deathly Hallows games, they just went, what game would be good for a Deathly Hallows game? We might as well copy the idea that we had of spamming buttons in Goblet of Fire. Whoever came up with that is a moron. Sorry, but it's a fact. And the thing is, even though I don't like Goblet of Fire, the game, very much, I will admit that it is so much more interesting and a better game and more bearable to play than the Deathly Hallows games. Like, you can't even compete, in my opinion. Some people prefer the Deathly Hallows games to Goblet. I don't really know how, but fair enough. Like I said earlier, Deathly Hallows Part 1 is the only main Harry Potter game I've never completed. Ever. Because I was so bored of it that I just gave up on it. And people want me to record that in 4K and put it up on the channel. I'll do my best. Might be one of those series that will go on for a long time. Yes, I will admit that that's one of the things I like about Goblet of Fire, actually, is the fact that the spells were, like, obviously some of the spells that you learned were kind of cool. So, like, Aqua Erupte was awesome, even though they say it wrong, I believe. And then, what was it, Herbivicus? I think it was Herbivicus. That is also a pretty cool looking spell. Like, I like that. It's just, there's not enough of it. But it is a highlight of Goblet, which Deathly Hallows failed at completely, so yeah.
Have fun, Goyle.
Yeah, all the versions of Goblet of Fire were the same, except for the Game Boy Advance, of course, was different to the consoles. And actually, I would argue that the Game Boy Advance version of Goblet of Fire was better than the console version. Although I do have to admit, I haven't played the Game Boy Advance Goblet of Fire now for years. Absolutely years. It's been so long. But it was, from my memory back in the past, a much better game. And it actually included aspects that were not in the main game that were meant to be in the main game. And they're actually in the coding of the main game as well. Which is the Yule Ball and Care Magical Creatures. And there was another one that was like a potions level, but yeah. They were in the coding of the main game, they just never got put in. But, you know, fair enough. But, I mean, at the same time, I didn't mind the Game Boy Advance version of Goblet of Fire. It was alright. It got repetitive as hell from my memory of it, but it was alright. Granted, I played that so long ago that I might have a very, very different opinion of it today if I play it. I know some people want me to play that on the channel, so yeah, I might do that. Whee! Let's stop all the other Slytherins from being able to get into their common room. Oh yeah. All they want to do is go to bed, and they can't go to bed. Also, this is one hell of a route to get to your common room. It's insane. The film of Goblet of Fire is okay. It's one of those films that I don't hate, but I don't love. I used to when I was really, really young, and this was before, like, of course, I really knew a lot about films and actually paid attention to what was good and things like that in films. I actually really liked it when I was really young, Goblet of Fire film. But of course, coming back to it when I'm older, it's... yeah, it's not great. It's alright. There are aspects of that film that I think are quite good and interesting, but there's also a lot that... yeah, it's got its problems. Also, it's just missing a lot of stuff from the book that actually is quite important in my opinion. Or they changed it up just to be their own, like, desired way. And it just kind of defeats the purpose of what was going on in the book a lot of the time. It did some strange things. But, yeah, I mean, given what it was in the end, it was an alright film. Although I will admit, I am glad that the director of Goblet of Fire for the film didn't do any of the other films in the end. It's probably for the best. Because... yeah, he did fail a little bit in my opinion. I would have loved it if the guy who directed the Prisoner of Azkaban film directed the Goblet of Fire film. I think it would have been an incredible film if he had done it. Although I have to say that Order of the Phoenix film as well was also a real disappointment for me. Like, it's a massive book with a lot of cool stuff in it, and it's just half of it's not even there in the film. It was probably the most disappointing film for me. Actually, that's not true. The most disappointing film was the Half-Blood Prince, but I know, still not great.
You certainly are walking funny, Gordon.
Thank you. Do you know the guy that mixed up dates? We, funnily enough, actually spoke with you earlier, Jasper. You were mentioned.
You'll just have to look around for him.
But yeah, it's alright. We were wondering where you were. It's not like Jasper to not be present for a stream. Anyway, you missed a fair chunk of the stream. That's fine. Welcome to this part of it, I guess. I'm not sure we're going to make it to the Chamber of Secrets today, if I'm honest, guys. I thought I might be able to speedrun this all the way through, but because we're looking at all the secret stuff outside the maps and that, this is actually going a lot slower than I thought it would. let's go and do this quick. Oh, I love that. Yeah, Winky the elf, not in the Goblet of Fire film, really annoyed me actually, because it's like a key part of the story. Basically, the whole of Barty Crouch Jr.'s story in that film was just completely messed up. There's just so much wrong with that story of Barty Crouch Jr. It annoys me. It really annoyed me.
You don't want us to call for Professor Snape, do you?
They also changed the way that Barty Crouch Sr. dies, because in the film he just sort of dies, you know, in the middle of the forest. But in the book, if I remember correctly, he actually is heading over to the school and then is killed along the way over to the school. I'm trying to remember what happened after that. There was something else that happened after that, but yeah. There's a lot of changes.
There you are, Goyle. I've been looking all over for you. Come on, follow me. You know, Goyle, I suppose Dumbledore's trying to hush up all these attacks. He'll be sacked if they don't stop soon. And as for St. Potter, he's another one with no proper wizard feeling. And people think he's Slytherin's heir. I wish I knew who it is. I could help them.
You must have some idea who's behind.
I'll respond to the comment in a minute, Aries.
You know I haven't, Goyle. How many times do I have to tell you? But I know one thing. Last time the Chamber of Secrets was opened, a Mudblood girl died. So I bet it's a matter of time before one of them's killed this time. I hope it's Granger.
Anyway, Draco, I'd best be going.
Going where?
To the hospital wing. Yes, that's it. The hospital wing. I've got a stomachache, and
That face.
I need to get something for it.
Go on then. I don't want you hanging around here all night with that pained expression on your face.
Right, so just quickly responding to Aries' comment. Welcome to the stream, by the way. Sorry, my throat's really dry today. But anyway, yeah, so you can, on the Philosopher's Stone and the Chamber of Secrets, you can disable the auto center of the camera. However, on the Prisoner of Azkaban, that is not possible. So I'm afraid you can't do it with that game. But you can do it with the other two. You just can't do it with the Prisoner of Azkaban. Hope that answered your question. It is unfortunate, because actually that game would be nice if you could turn off the auto center as a camera. It's kind of annoying, but you can't. Also, am I going to use debug mode inside the Slytherin common room? Yes, I will. I'm going to do it in a moment. We're doing it in all the levels, basically, so yeah, you're going to see it in all of them.
Go on then.
Go on
I
then.
don't want you hanging around here all night
Actually,
with
wait.
that pained expression on your face. Go on then. I don't want you hanging around here all night with that pained expression on your face.
Oh, thought it might just last a little longer.
I'd better try to keep my distance from the Slytherins and sneak out. If they spot me in here, who knows what might happen? Who knows what might happen?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, Harry met him in the forest. Yeah. See, I remember a lot of things from the Goblet of Fire book as well as most of the books. It's just remembering all the little facts in places I don't quite remember anymore. I read the book so long ago, but I remember obviously the important bits, and That was one of them, and it really annoyed me that they changed some of these things for Goblet of Fire. I mean, the guy that made Goblet of Fire. Anyway, yeah, he made a real big error, unfortunately, with that film. Oh, I need to get on a bookcase quickly. Bookcase. Yeah, there we go. You can't get me. Suck on that, mate. Oh no. Oh, I don't think they can open that. Oh god, can he open it? Oh. Mate, I nearly had a panic attack. Thought he was actually going to open it. Also, these are poisonous spiders, right? Venomous poison spiders, and yet they're just casually sitting inside here. Like, you know, a kid's common room.
Hey, come
Oh
back
my
here.
god, okay, that was horrifying. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh god. Is he still in here? Oh. Oh god. This is probably the most tense version of this I've ever played. I don't think I could get around him if he's just going to get stuck in here. I've never had a Slytherin stuck in here before. Oh, bollocks. Is he going to leave? He's not going to leave, is he? Oh, shit. Open, open, open. Get out. Get out, get out, get out. Oh, oh. Debug time. Oh, God. That's way too tense. Is he going to come in? I'm curious. Oh, God. Yeah, he actually does come in. Wow. This is stressful. Whew. Hi, guys. Right, now, as I want to show you around the whole of this level, I'm going to debug now. Oh, God, that was horrendous. Okay, alright. So I'll show people around this level. So this is quite cool, this one. And we'll do this first. So, this secret here where you get this chest. There's normally water in there, but they actually created an entire room, and you probably saw it a minute ago, underneath, which actually holds the water. So here you go. It's quite neat, right? And before you activate the thing, obviously this room's just empty and there's no water in it, but there you go. It's kind of neat. Also, up here, if you're wondering, there is nothing behind the common room doors. Likewise, if you're wondering behind this bit where these females sort of say, you know, we'll call Professor Snape if you come up here, for obvious reasons, of course. Yeah, there's nothing here. And then the other thing that's kind of neat is in this room, these things are actually like proper walkable areas that I'll show you. There you go.
Harry Potter? No, he can't be in here.
So there you go, you can walk around up here, which is kind of cool. I like it. See, if this got a remaster, those could actually show the ocean, because obviously the Slytherin common room is like, you know, you see the Great Lake outside, so you could see that. That'd be cool. Language packs. Do you mean as in to find just the different versions of the game, so like English, French, German, stuff like that? I assume that's what you mean, right, Aries? Yeah, you are missing the tortoise, Jesper. Come on, get involved. Yeah, I remember the Tribe as a tournament in Goblet of Fire didn't start until page 400 or something, yeah. I just remember there's like so much that goes on in Goblet that's just kind of skipped out in the film. It's strange. Like a pro. I would not call showing off the Slytherin common room there like a pro. That was probably my worst run I've ever had of this common room section. That was horrible, to be fair. That was like probably the worst jump scare I had ever had. That was rough. truly rough. But normally, when you're playing as Harry, you come here and you skip past that guy there. Then you come through here, and then you open this, and then you just go through here. And then of course you go out there, and then usually there's not someone standing here. That was a first for me, I will admit. And yeah, you can just run over there. I really was not expecting this dude to just be standing there. I still don't know how he was there. He shouldn't have been there. Normally they're never there, so that surprised me. Now if I can find it, it's somewhere in this. I'm gonna put speed up a bit because else we're gonna move like. Ah, there it is. Yes, behind the library. Here you go. I can't land in this room at the moment, by the way, because if I do, then the Slytherins will catch me, and you know I'm screwed. So yeah, I can't land in here, but you can normally walk in here. I should have come in here when I was Goyle. Actually, it would have made more sense. But yeah, here you go. So here's a room with all the different Slytherin common room characters, and there's Snape, who you actually can see appear in this if you get caught, but we're not going to do that. But yes, and there's Malfoy. Anyway, so there you go. Thought I'd show that one off. As for these, people have always asked me what's behind these. Again, it's a bit disappointing, I'm afraid. It's like the Richest Emperor challenge, where there's cool blue bit, but then there's absolutely nothing behind it. Shame, but you know, it is what it is. Right. It's really annoying when you get stuff in the way. But yeah, I don't think there's much else that's really worthwhile showing in this one. You would have thought there would be quite a bit, but there's not that much. I mean, there's this bit which was always quite cool in this room, how you know you got this like cool purpley. I like that purple effect. It's so random, but I like it. And then you got the green one, and you got the blue one. They look neat. Oh, and I guess people are probably wondering how this room works, right? I can't really show it off and explain it properly, but I guess I can sort of explain it to the best of my abilities. So normally you enter in here, you go in here, you push the button, and then basically the door, only the door, just sort of turns on an axis. This has an axis to it, and it turns and points at that doorway, of course, to start with. And then afterwards, when you are actually down below, underneath, in this gnome bit, as soon as you Diffendo this bit, this room will then turn again, and it will turn over to this bit over here, which is how you exit that gnome area. And then when you come in here again, the door will finally turn from there and go over here. And currently, for some reason, this door is broken, but yeah, I don't know what's going on with that. But anyway, yeah, so there you go. And that's really all there is to show, I think. There isn't really anything else here. I mean, I guess there's like the under bit here, if you were interested in seeing how the floor works. Yeah, that's really all there is. There's nothing else particularly special here. So yeah, we'll end it.
The news that nearly headless Nick had been petrified spread through the school like a dark cloud when everyone got back from the holiday. If a ghost can be petrified, the students thought, then no one is safe. The first years moved around the castle in tight-knit groups, afraid they might be attacked if they ventured out alone. A furious trade in talismans, amulets, and other protective devices was sweeping the school. In the meantime, Harry had learned that Draco Malfoy was not the heir of Slytherin. But if it isn't Draco, and it isn't Harry...
Who is it? Quickly to answer Aries again. It's been a while, sorry about that.
Harry. It's
I'll
time
wait for
our
her.
defense against the Dark Arts class.
Not his class again.
It'll be wonderful. Professor Lockhart is going to teach us Spongify.
So, yeah, Aries, if you want a different language pack for the game, then you're going to need to find a exe file that's for that language, basically. So, obviously, in order to play the Philosopher's Stone and Chamber of Secrets, you have to have an OCD crack on it anyway, because you can't play them on Monday Windows without that. So, in your case, you want to search up the Dutch, I think you said? Yeah, you'll want to search up the Dutch version of that. and then those games will be in Dutch, and you'll be all good. There should be one around. But yeah, that's the only way you can change the language otherwise. So, there you go, that answers that for you. Nah, let's just go straight over. You're just a second year student. I don't have time to talk to second years.
I saw Derek talking to a turtle once. Maybe we should keep an eye on him.
Talking to a turtle? How terrifying. If you ever see someone talking to a turtle, dodgy person. It was awesome seeing you, man. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. And yeah, we're going to do this at the moment. So
What do you mean?
it is by far one of the most entertaining challenges. So we're going to do this. Besides, I've got Jasper here right now. Oh, as soon as I say that, Jasper's like, I need to go. Jasper, you let me down. And Jasper, you failed to get your dates right. That's not good, man. That's not good. You've got to prioritise. No, kidding. But yeah, there definitely will be another stream. Now, I'm currently planning to do it on Thursday. However, and there is a however here, there might be something that pops up on Thursday. In that case, I will be doing it on Friday. And if I do it on Friday, this time I will actually change the time for when I do the stream, as I will try and attempt to do a stream earlier on in the day on the Friday to see basically how, you know, people deal with earlier streams. So it will either be same time, 8 PM British Standard Time on the Thursday, or it's going to be Friday during the afternoon. Of course, check the channel page, community tab bit, and I'll keep you up to date with it so you understand what time it is and so on. Just keep an eye on that. But yeah, it'll be either Thursday or Friday. Probably Thursday, but we'll see. Yes, these paintings are good. By the way, Aries, did you hear what I said earlier about the language pack stuff? I wasn't sure if you definitely heard what I said for that. Right, with the first stream, we held the gnome inside the Defense Against Dark Arts classroom. This time, we're going to throw him in.
Welcome back to your favorite class,
Should be
Diffendo
fun.
students. Please hold your applause while we learn to spongify. Harry Potter, you look eager to soak up a little knowledge. Step up in front of class and we'll show 'em how it's done.
Lucky me.
Oh, this is gonna be bad. I'm probably gonna die while doing this now.
Symbol before you. Don't let my good
Okay, cool,
looks
Jasper.
distract you. The wand that appears in front of you is going to move around the shape. When the wand is positioned perfectly over the arrow, press the corresponding arrow key to hit the target. There are 3 parts to this exercise. In each part, you must correctly and accurately hit all of the points in order to go forward. Round 1.
Spongify is an awesome challenge. It's one of the most fun challenges in this game. I do prefer the Diffendo challenge, but this is a really fun challenge. I love this challenge. Also, has anyone ever noticed on these drawings that the wand cursor is actually facing backwards? It's the wrong way round.
Well done, Harry. You've advanced to the next round. 5 points to Gryffindor. Round 2, begin.
Yeah, Aries, unless somebody has put up the file for that, which they might have done, then yeah, you won't be able to do that. Usually in that case, most people just end up downloading the game in Dutch, but, you know.
Well done, Harry. You've advanced to the next
If the
round.
file's out there
10
from someone,
points to
then
Gryffindor.
you're all good.
Round 3. Begin.
There is actually a gnome in
Great
here.
work, lad. You
Hang on.
completed all of the exercises.
There he is. He's just chilling in the back of the room. Actually, I'm just going to quickly pick up my bean. There we go. Well, that looks really weird seeing it from the back of the
15
room.
points to Gryffindor.
What happens if Harry stands here?
You've done it, Harry. You
Okay.
have mastered Spongify. So now you can take the Spongify challenge.
Oh yeah.
Welcome, Harry Potter, to the Spongify challenge.
Also, Andre,
To
welcome
complete
to
the challenge,
the
you
stream.
must find the completion star, which can be found several floors above.
And likewise, Robert, welcome to the stream.
Try to get to it as quickly as you can. If the challenge timer reaches 0 before you have the completion star, you lose the challenge. Along the way, you will find challenge stars. Collecting challenge stars will boost your timer and score. I highly recommend you try to find all of them. Try to get the completion star with as many seconds remaining as possible. The higher your score is when you complete the challenge, the more house points I will award you.
There are actually some hidden ones, Robert. Definitely inside of Diffendo. Yeah, I know, it's a Spongify challenge.
Carpets are hidden throughout Hogwarts. You can cast Spongify on them, and they will propel you to a higher area when you jump on them. Look for this symbol on the ground to find hidden Spongify pads.
Thanks for that, Lockhart. Ooh. Ah, you gotta love them. Yeah, Aries. Let Jasper in the next stream on Thursday help you out with that then. I'm afraid I can't really help you out when it comes down to Dutch stuff, because obviously I'm not Dutch, but yeah. Let Jasper help you out, because he'll be able to help you out with that, I'm sure, pretty easily. Oh yeah, more health. I'll tell you what, guys, there are a lot of secrets in this challenge that are really difficult to find, and a lot of what's he doing? A lot of people will not know about, and I promise you there are a lot of these secrets that most people will never find.
Imps are vicious little creatures. Like gnomes, you use Flipendo to knock them back. Then
I
you
love the
pick them
gnome.
up and throw them into a hole to get rid of
It's great. So there is one secret that I guarantee pretty much everyone watching this in this challenge has never got. There might be some people who've got it, but I bet you there's a load that haven't. There are so many clever secrets in this challenge, and I like it actually. It's clever that they've hidden so well some of these secrets actually. But yeah, I will show you them when we get to them. I'm gonna ignore that immediately and just go over here. This is probably like the best level in the game when it comes to secrets, like for just how well hidden they are, because they are well hidden. It's impressive. It's the room where, I mean, obviously I won't give it all away, but it's the room that involves the spiders that come out. There is also another secret that's really good in this challenge as well, which is hidden behind a portrait that like no one would ever think to look behind. Ah! They're just flipping well, like slide it into me. Jesus Christ. Wait, hold still. Oh, I hate imps in this game so much. They are the worst thing ever. They're evil. Oh! It's like having Usain Bolt imp running at me. He's so quick. It's terrifying. Absolutely terrifying. Although it is fun when you do this. Oh, is he not going to do it? No, he's not going to do it. Alright, fine. Puts your IQ to the test. To be fair, yeah, it does. Thank you. Whee! It really, I think this challenge really shows you if you really are a person that goes to any lengths to find secrets. That's what it truly shows. And it's good. I like it. Really separates the people that, you know, semi-look from the people that really are like die-hard lookers for secrets. And it's good. Ah, you don't know about the portrait one. I'll be surprised if you know about the spider one, actually. Be very surprised. Most people do not know about the spider one. In fact, like, nobody knows about the spider one, really. Had a lot of people be like super like surprised really to see it. So yeah, I'll show you it though. Do do wee. This sparks your curiosity. I hope so. You'll see it. We're coming up to the portrait one quite soon, actually. You'll see. You'll see. Everyone will see. Alright, so here we are. We're at the portrait room. So most people do not know about this, okay? Everyone aims for this, right? Which then knocks these stairs down. So that's that secret. And that's normal. That's perfectly normal. And if you haven't seen that one, fair enough. It's quite well hidden. But this one, which you normally do with the stairs up, by the way. No one knows about this. There you go. Literally, no one knows about that secret. Because why would you? I mean, look at it. It just looks like a normal picture on the wall. The only thing that slightly gives it away is the fact that it has a bit of an indent to it. See the slight indent? Compared to how flat the other portraits are? That's the only thing that gives that away. Also, your spell, if you cast, doesn't, you know, stay on top. So that's the portrait one. Yeah, hardly anyone knows about that, and it is possibly one of the greatest hidden secrets in a Harry Potter game. Might be the best, although I don't know, the spider one's pretty good. You'll see. We're coming up to the spider one quite soon. Screw it, let's go and do this quick. Whee! So out of curiosity, how many people knew about the portrait one? And when I say the portrait one, I mean the one you jump through, not the one that's upside down that moves the stairs. quickly. Oh. Come on. Let's try this again. Whee! There we go. Right. And in we go. And there's another secret in case people didn't know about that one. Although that one should be more obvious, I would have thought. There's actually a really cool secret at the end of the level as well. Now I know a lot more people know about that one thanks to YouTubers showing it off over time, but it's a pretty good one. Most YouTubers though have not shown off that portrait one or the spider one at all. In fact, I might be the only one that's ever bothered to really show off the spider one. I could be wrong, but I've never seen anyone else show off the spider one, so yeah, we'll see. You have to pause it quickly so I can actually read the chat. Yeah. I mean, to be fair, you are clever knowing about the upside down portrait. Don't get me wrong. Ooh, just get Hedwig quick. How does that not hit? Oh, there we go. Again, most people don't know about the Hedwig one, even though that one in my eyes is quite obvious. Come on. Thank you. Yoink. 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 Way too much fun doing that. By the way, we're coming up to the spider one in a sec. We just got to get out of this room quick and then we'll do it. Yeah, I'm going to have to use the Lumos. You can tell they put a lot of love into the secret design for this level. They just went all out with this one. There's no holding back. It's good. I am impressed by the devs not holding back for this one. I just wish they did this more often in the games. It would have been cool. But they didn't. Alright, here we go. Is everyone ready for the spider one? Everyone ready? This is the spider one. Here we go. Right. So, what most people do, yeah, is they cast for Pendo on both of them and they stand in the middle. However, if you cast for Pendo and stand in one of the holes, that raises up. And then, ta-da! There you go, a whole new secret area. You will be amazed at the amount of people that do not know about that secret. It's incredible. Ooh, hello. Jeez. So there you have it. That is the secret. That is the secret spider one. If you knew the spider one, you're doing very well. Because it is pretty well hidden. No denying that. It is well hidden. Yeah, well there you go. Both of you knew about the spider one. That's impressive. Most people don't know it. You obviously have been checking well. Although I did catch you out, or one of you anyway, out with the portrait one. But it's remarkable how many people don't know about that one. So remarkable. You would have thought that people would have maybe thought about standing in those holes, you know, with Spongify. Spongify with the Fapendo even. But no, apparently it doesn't cross their minds one bit. I jump scare peeves. Ooh. And I'm glad I made you worry, Robert. That's what I'm here for. It's to keep your IQ nice and high and make sure that you know everything. Can't have you sucking now, mate. You wish HP1 had HP2 movement? Yes, that is good. However, if you look at my video that I made on how to optimize Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone for PC, I do actually show off in that a way to use a mod that basically puts HP2's movement into HP1. Basically, if you're trying to play these, like the first 3 Harry Potter games, then I have guide videos that basically explain how to set them up properly, how to make them work, how to make them look good, and so on. So yeah, here's the other secret that a lot of people don't know about the end of the level. There you go. I mean, most people should know that by now, but yeah, some still don't. So yeah, if you want that mod for the Philosopher's Stone that basically shows you how to optimize it properly and also shows you how to put that mod on with the movement, then go and check that out, because I promise you it's like a night and day difference. Yeah, the strafing mod. Was it the strafing mod though that gave you that error though, or was it actually the widescreen mod that gave you the error? Because the strafing mod shouldn't give you an error. The widescreen one I know does give an error for certain countries, so yeah, that doesn't work all the time for every country. The strafing mod should be alright.
Harry, the weekly house point ceremony is about to start. You don't want to miss it.
So yeah, Aries, did you try putting in the widescreen mod for HP1 on PC then? Yeah, because, okay, so here's the thing. I didn't know at the time of making that guide that this was a problem. To be fair, I had no idea it even existed. But there is a problem basically with the Philosopher's Stone and the Sorcerer's Stone existing. You can blame the Americans for this being a problem in the first place. This is entirely their fault for this one. Basically, there are 2 versions of Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. There's like Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, and then there's the Sorcerer's Stone. And the mod only works for the Philosopher's Stone version, and the Philosopher's Stone version, believe it or not, you would have thought it'd be simple, that, you know, anyone that's playing with Philosopher's Stone's version, fine, it works. But that's not the case, because the Philosopher's Stone released first, then it was the Sorcerer's Stone that released afterwards. The mod doesn't work with the Sorcerer's Stone, but then in Europe, some countries, and this amazes me, some countries still had the US Sorcerer's Stone version, but they named it the Philosopher's Stone. This gets really complicated, by the way. So that file does not work on that version of the game. And so anyone that's in the US instantly will not be able to use that file. And a lot of countries inside Europe that had the US version of the game will not be able to use that mod. It's just, it's the way it is. That is the solution I've basically come down to when it comes to that problem. Took me a long time to figure that out, and a lot of other people coming along. Why is Ron here? A lot of other people as well, you know, coming along and telling me about it. But yeah, we got there in the end. So there you go. It's an issue for that. It's really annoying that as well, because unfortunately there is no mod for the Sorcerer's Stone version at all. And there never will be one, because its menu is designed in a completely odd way that it just will not cope with higher resolutions and widescreen stuff. So in the end, really, if you want to play it with, you know, the widescreen stuff, you're better off just finding a UK copy of the game or something. It's unfortunate, but it is the way it is. But there you go. At least we found some kind of actual reason for why that was happening. The other thing that I will admit is that some people that had that problem did try out some of the other files that I've linked down in the description of that video, and it did fix the game widescreen issue for them. Didn't fix it for everyone, but for some of them. Basically, you should have never had this problem where they changed the freaking name of the game, or well, just the name of the book and the film and stuff. If that had never been done, it would have never been an issue. So yes, you can blame the Americans for all your suffering when it comes to that. Yeah, high resolution for HP1 and HP2 is not nice when it comes to the menus, unfortunately. But for HP1, it's just ridiculous, really, all because of a region. Literally, a region causes that much trouble. For it all, it's just stupid. It's actually stupid. But anyway, yeah, as for HP2, this game, there is a mod that I've got in the optimization guide again that I did for this, where you can basically set the menu, so this menu, so it actually fits half your screen and you can see the entire menu and stuff. The reason I don't have it is because at higher resolutions, I'm playing this at 4K, so at 4K resolutions and like that sort of height, that menu mod doesn't work quite correctly, and it seems that for some reason the buttons are not, you know, you can't actually hit half of the buttons because they sort of go off the screen and things. So yeah, I can't really use that mod, but for anyone that's playing at, you know, 1080p or 2K, it's fine. But yeah, it's the way it is. So there you go. Yeah, we'll save the other one for later. Let's go and do the bean by this room. Yeah, did you try out the menu mod for HP2? Out of curiosity.
Hello, everyone. Looks like it's time for another.
Oh my god,
ceremony.
they caught up a bit
Let's
too
see
fast for
which
my
house
liking.
is ahead this week.
Christ, they're on 763.
Oh, it
Worrying.
appears that Gryffindor is in the lead. Harry, it looks like you get to visit the bonus bean room.
That's interesting that you were able to get the imp to work by locking the game at 60 FPS like that. Because I couldn't do that. So I don't know if it's just a thing for certain. It might be a thing for certain people then. Because I actually could not get that to work. You know, I went into the NVIDIA control panel and things and tried to change that. And it did not work. Ow. So, yeah, I don't know why that didn't work for me. I actually had to do it the way that I showed it in the video. But it does come with a downside doing it the way in the video, which is a bit annoying, but oh well. There's not a lot you can do about it. But yeah, I'm surprised you got that to work. It does not work for me. I even tried looking at a lower frame rate and it still didn't work. Just had no luck. Might be something to do, I guess, with... it probably is, I guess, something to do with the processor for me. As it is quite powerful for that game. But, fair enough. You know, these things happen. Scourge. Hello, Hamura. Yeah, it is nice when you have all the spells in the beam bonus room. Obviously, if you have more time, it's better, which I could have done, but I didn't. But yeah, it's cool. Your menu's fine in HP1 and HP2 now. So, did you get it working in widescreen for HP1 then? Or did you just use the default, like, normal resolution it gives you? Oh yeah, yeah. That fix is always needed for Prisoner. Prisoner is actually a pretty broken game on PC in some ways. It's got worse recently as well. AMD users, I don't know if you're aware of this, people, but AMD users actually can't play Prisoner of Azkaban anymore at the moment with their most recent update. It's completely broken the game. It might have broken these, I don't know, but yeah, if you're using an AMD graphics card, you're screwed. So that's great. But yeah, it's like even the Nvidia updates recently have broken it. Like the Glacius challenge is a bit dodgy now as well. It's annoying because it's a really fun game when it works. Didn't work if you didn't do both. You see, I tried both as well and it still didn't work for me. Huh. Don't know. You out-hacked the hacker. In this case, I'm just amazed he managed to get that to work. I've even looked at other people that I know in real life, because I test it, right, before I create these guide videos, right, I do test this on multiple PCs in the house as well, as I get my friends who have these games to try and fix it, using the fixed stuff as well. And every single one that I tried that with, it never works. So it's got to be something to do with the processors then, because the processors in all the PCs around here are actually pretty good and powerful. And usually all my friends have gaming PCs as well, right, which are pretty powerful. So it might be just because of that, honestly. Ron Weasley's Ford Anger. I like the name. Welcome to the stream, by the way. Did I already do the Whomping Willow part with the flying car? Yeah, we did that in the previous stream, which was on Thursday. Kronk's car's here. It literally... Not something I was expecting to see. I like that. That part is long gone. It is long gone. Very long gone, actually. I finally have the first 3 games working without issues. I refuse to touch them. I don't blame you. You know, I would be like you and would have said that for the first 3 games, but actually for me,
This is the house point
it's...
ceremony chamber.
Oh, I know. These two are just chilling here. But yeah, for me, it's actually like with the later on games, I look at Goblet of Fire and I look at like, oh god, especially the Half-Blood Prince. Don't even get me started with that game. But I look at those games like Goblet of Fire, Half-Blood Prince, Order of the Phoenix. I've done all the edits to them and made them work perfectly, and I go, I'm never ever touching these again. I'm not editing these files. It's too dangerous.
Hey Harry, something has really upset Moaning Martin. You know more than you.
Love
I
this.
can hear her wailing all the way from the grand staircase, and the cord outside her bathroom is flooded again.
You don't think someone else has been attacked, do you?
Anything could have happened. Come on, let's go see what's up.
If you could fight the spiders and then drive, the PC version. So I did mention this in the previous stream, but I'll mention it here again as Ron Weasley's Ford Anglia has arrived, which is a great username, by the way. But yeah, so there was, if you remember the beginning of the game when you fly the car, well, you don't fly, but you watch a cutscene of the car flying and then it nearly hits an airplane. So originally in the game, like early build of the game, you were actually meant to fly the car around up in the sky there and pass the plane and avoid the plane and things. But you were also meant to follow the train as well. It got cut, and there was like evidence of it in the prototype build, which is the build that I also have of that prototype build. A modder managed to actually mod in all of the stuff kind of to make it work. Like, it doesn't work really well, but it works enough. So he did like a mini video of it from my memory where he was just showing off him flying the Ford Anglia in that cutscene bit, but without the cutscene. It was quite cool. But yeah, of course, it's not finished or anything, and you'll never be able to do it. But at least he shows what could have been. It was cool.
Come on, Harry!
But yeah, no, that's fine. No need to apologise. You are Ron Weasley's Ford Anglia. We don't need an apology from you. It's fine. Oh, I love it. Everyone's just making Ron Weasley jokes like that. Ron, your car has entered my chat, mate. No. Goblet of Fire had very strange character control. Always got my nerves. That game just in general gets my nerves, mate. Not even just the character control, just the game. It's got serious nerve even existing. That's what it's got. Shall we see how the gnomes are doing? They're looking great. This should be a very interesting cutscene, this.
Who's that? Come to throw something else at me?
Someone threw something at you?
Yes, they did. It's over there.
Aw, the gnomes aren't making any noise. That's depressing.
Careful!
Needed more
Dad
gnomes.
told me some books can be very dangerous. It looks like an old diary. Belonged to T.M. Riddle. Whoever he was, he didn't write in it. It's completely blank.
Yes, there was a sneak part in this game originally that got cut. You're alright.
Hello, Harry Potter. My name's Tom Riddle.
I'm at Hogwarts and horrible stuff's been happening. Do you know about the Chamber of Secrets?
Of course I know about the Chamber of Secrets. In my 5th year, the chamber was opened and the monster killed a girl.
A very entertaining name.
I caught the person who'd opened the chamber and he was expelled. I can show you, if you like.
Hashtag free the gnomes.
I can take you inside my memory of the night when I caught
I mean, I did just hear a chocolate frog there.
Harry was entranced by the memory Tom Riddle showed him.
Oh god, yeah, I forgot it resets your field of view this bit because it wasn't designed to work properly with higher frame. Oh my god, I can't speak. It wasn't designed to have higher field of view. So yeah, people have asked me to look outside this map as well because they were expecting quite a lot, as this is the dungeon area. But there actually really is nothing here. So I'll show you it anyway, just because, you know, people ask for it. But here's the map. So like all the dungeon areas that you normally go through are all just completely gone. So like this bit here, as you can see, just blocked off. Likewise over here, blocked off. You know, all of this stuff is just completely blocked off. So there's nothing here, I'm afraid. But here's a cool look at Tom Riddle, I suppose. Yeah, there you go. That's what the dungeons looks like in this level. It's literally just that. There is a room outside the map where you can find Tom Riddle, Aragog, and also young Hagrid outside, but I can't remember where it is, and it only appears if you like getting near it. So I think it's over there, but I can't remember. But anyway, yeah. And here's a look at young Hagrid for everyone that wanted to see him. So here you go.
Come on. Gotta get you out of here.
Come on now. In the box. It's all right. Come on out. There you go.
Evening, Rubeus.
What are you doing down here, Tom?
It's all over. I don't think you meant to kill anyone, but monsters don't make good pets.
It never killed no one.
Come on! The least Hogwarts can do is make sure the thing that killed that girl is slaughtered.
It wasn't him. He wouldn't. He never.
Stand aside.
No!
Just quickly allow everyone to see what Aragog looks like here. Here he is. I'd like to add he just is the normal spider model. And that's it. But yeah. There you go. Hell yeah.
Harry had always known that Hagrid had an unfortunate liking for large, monstrous creatures.
I need to move.
He was equally certain that Hagrid would never mean to kill anybody.
Riddle might have got the wrong person. Maybe some other monster was attacking people.
How many monsters do you think this place can hold?
We always
A
knew
lot.
Hagrid was expelled, and the attacks must have stopped then. Otherwise, Riddle wouldn't have got his award.
Riddle's diary! It's gone! What?
But only a Gryffindor could have stolen it. Nobody else knows our password.
Exactly.
Kill this time. Let me rip. Tear.
The voice! I just heard it again. Didn't you? I didn't hear anything.
It's my
Harry,
incredible voice
I think
acting.
I've just understood something. I've got to go to the library.
But McGonagall said we have to stay in here unless we're in class. And I've got to talk to Hagrid. If he set the monster loose last time, he knows how to get inside the Chamber of Secrets. Hagrid's hut is out in the grounds, Harry, but you know that. Follow me, Harry.
His famous line, "Follow me, Harry." Would have been cool if they had had all the students from Gryffindor actually inside the common room. I would have liked that. Also, Aries, your point earlier that you wish all the games were on Steam or GOG or something like that on PC. I do as well. And there was a petition a while back. It's gone now, but it would be nice if we could do it again, where we could like force Warner Brothers, like get as many people as possible to attack Warner Brothers almost with, well, not attack, but you know, tweet at them or whatever, saying we demand you put these games onto Steam or something so that we can actually easily have access to them, because it's a joke being able to access these games at this point. It's an absolute joke. But yeah, the thing as well is it would be nice if they could do that, because then they would be forced to actually make the games work correctly on PC. And I would like them to do it with every single game in the freaking series. So that would be great. Because right now it's a joke trying to get these games to work sometimes. It's horrible. And Windows 10 has not done them any favours. And what really actually concerns me and makes me scared is, well, Windows 11. I hate to think what that might do to these games. I really do. But we'll see, I guess. It's going to break many games, I reckon, Windows 11. You cosplay as Ron Weasley's Ford Angler. Interesting. Yes, I'm sorry for anyone that actually has arachnophobia. You might suffer. When you're with me, you'll probably suffer. But, you know, it's all for the greater good. I like that arachnophobes poop themselves. Literally. Oh yeah, the spiders in Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 1 game. Yeah, I remember them. In fact, I actually quite like those enemies in that game. They're like the only decent enemies in the game. but I don't know how prominent they are later on in that game, because I think, where did I get up to in that game? I don't even know how far I got through really, because I haven't watched the whole thing. I got up to the bit where it was like a campfire being built underneath a power station factory or something like that. And then as soon as it popped up with that you need to go and do these side missions, I was like, no, I can't be bothered, and I just quit the game at that point. And I remember vaguely before that, you had like a sequence where you had to follow Dean and Grip Hook or something through a really boring linear level. And it was just so awful. So, yeah, that's how far I got through that game. I'm sure if somebody's played all the way through that, they can let me know if I actually got halfway even in that game. Because, legit, I don't remember anything else really about that game for the most part. Other than the the invisibility cloak looked a bit like Vaseline being smeared on my screen, but yeah. Hello, hello. I like it. You have a roach phobia. Interesting. More shooters, they're more awful than anything else. Anyway, before we go and do the outlook bit, I wanted to show everyone this. So, as I mentioned earlier in the stream, and I mentioned it in the past stream, myself and another person, we both spent a fair amount of time doing this, and we went and found a way, with a bit of coding, to make this door in the top of the Gryffindor common room, which is normally shut, and you can normally only get in there with debug mode. We found a way to make it open normally if you walk up to it. I'll show you in a minute. If you want to be able to do that yourselves, I created a video guide that shows you how to be able to do that. It's linked down in the description of this live stream. Basically, what I recommend though to everybody, if you do that, is do not go into this level until you have learnt Spongify, because you need every single spell learnt in order to access this. By the way, this is also a cut level from the final game, but they left it in, so it is a little buggy in places. But anyway, so let me demonstrate to you something that basically nobody has ever seen before. There you go. It took us a while to figure this out, by the way, but yeah, you're welcome. Here you go. Have a look at the secret level. So yes, if you're interested in playing this level without having to go through with debug, and you just want to have it open all the time whenever you play the game normally, then yeah, just follow my guide and it will tell you exactly how to do it. And also, it's a really, really simple thing to do in order to get it to work. But yes, it did involve us putting in quite a bit of effort to figure that out. But there you go. There's also some pretty cool secrets in this level. So yeah, don't say that I don't do stuff for the HP community. I certainly spend my time making sure you guys get what you want. But yeah, anyway, like I said, if you want a guide on how to do that, then it's down in the description, and you can go and basically watch that, and it will show you exactly what you need to do in order to get it to work. The one thing I will say is when you do the file in order to make it work, if you are already part way through a save with the game and you've saved it in the area where you are like in the common room or whatever, and you've saved it in there, you will need to exit that entire area before you can go back and the door will work. What I mean by that is you need to either go out into the grounds or go up to the grand staircase areas. Just exit that level and load up the next one, and then go back to that area again and the door should work. But that's only if you are, you know, like in the middle of a save and you've saved there already and you put the file in for the first time. If you're starting a brand new game or whatever, it'll work straight away. So there you have it. You played this level when you were a kid, but did you play it when you used debug mode by any chance? Which is the way that everyone did. Got me with the door working. There you go. I mean, to be fair, you probably weren't expecting the door to just open like that. And I wouldn't blame you. Isn't it something to do with it not being the pirated version of the game? No, nothing to do with that at all. This was a cut level from the game. It never ever got put into the final game properly. The only way you could access it normally in the final game originally was via using debug mode. Until myself and the other guy found out how to basically make the door open with a bit of coding. It's a cut level from the game, like I said, it's an unfinished level. It's got nothing to do with it being a pirated game or not. So if you did it before, you would have flown into it with debug mode. Let me just do this quick. Now this is the part that usually is quite buggy in this and tends to not work every time. See if it cooperates. Probably won't. Oh, it did. Oh my god. Actually cooperative for once. What do you know? I'm playing this game so quickly that I keep pulling my mouse mat off my desk. They got every flavour bean. That is pretty much what this entire challenge is, yes. But yeah, seriously though, if you want to learn how to actually do this, like, legitimately, if you like, probably just walk up to the door normally in the game, then just follow the guide. It will tell you exactly what you need to do. And it's really simple, like I said. It's not like you have to know a lot of coding or anything. It's a very, very simple thing to do. Oh my god, I'm going into the ceiling. Now this is something that never, actually made it into the final game properly. But there was in the original game, like when they were developing it, meant to be like a whole banister bit in one of the levels like this. But of course it never made it in. But it's in this level, so here you go, you get a chance to see it. Oh, also in case people are wondering, the challenge stars in this level are completely pointless. But our belief, we don't know this for certain, our belief that this level that is cut here originally was meant to be a challenge level that was basically presented to you by friend George. And another thing that really helps us make this belief is if you are like me and you've played the prototype build of this game before the final version here, then in that prototype build inside the Gryffindor common room you actually have Fred and George standing in there. And also the door in that version actually works. You know, you can walk up to it and it opens normally. So yeah. But we believe basically it was meant to be some sort of secret, sort of a kind of like a wizard card almost challenge that you would get at the end of the game. Which they kind of did with Prisoner of Azkaban. You might be thinking, David, when you talk about the secret level, one of the other secret levels, so the one like with the silver wizard cards or something. Probably more likely that. Like I said, this one you can't just walk into it normally. You would have to use debug mode. Oh my god, hello Gnome. Jesus. That's alright, Ron. Okay, call you Ron now. Rather than Ron's forward hanger. No worries, nobody's going to judge you here, and we're not here to judge anybody in this stream. This is meant to be a chilled out place where everyone can chill out and just, you know, hang out and be themselves. If anyone ever starts judging anyone here, then they'll simply just get banned. That's the way I basically work with this stuff. We're not here to judge anybody. Hello, Fire Crab Central right here. I'm almost wondering whether I should stream the prototype build of this version for you guys at some point down the line. Because I do have the prototype build of this game. So I could easily stream it for you guys. And that way then you could see some of the changes, like the changed level designs, the changed secrets, the changed character dialogues, including Harry's voice actor being the original voice actor from the Philosopher's Stone game, who ended up being replaced with an NPC voice actor. Yeah, I might do that at some point. It'll probably interest a lot of people. 'Cause most people, you know, wouldn't have seen that sort of stuff. There is a mod created by a guy who actually I've spoken to a little bit, but yeah, he creates Harry Potter mods quite frequently. I don't know if he does them quite as much anymore, but anyway, yeah, I will probably stream his mod at some point, which is basically where he got the Philosopher's Stone and pretty much made it an open world game like HP2. And yeah, he sort of tried to restore certain things in places. I've never actually played it properly. I played bits of it, but not like properly. And it would be interesting to see what he's done with it. So at some point I will look at that. Anyway, why is it not teleporting me out of the level? Oh, there we go. Okay. So anyway, there you go. I thought I would show you the secret level there that was cut from the game, and also how. Well, I guess not how, but show you the magnificent ability to just walk up to the door and it opens. So yeah, there you go. Tell you what I will do quick. I will save it. But like I said, if you do watch that video and edit the thing properly, for the love of God, do not go into this room until you've learnt all the spells. It's always so funky seeing it do that. It just feels nice to have actually been able to achieve that. That is something that has been very well hidden and difficult, you know, for the whole community for a long, long time, that damn secret room. And to finally be able to have the door actually working and open correctly is truly, I mean, it might not sound like an achievement to most people, but it really is for the Harry Potter community. It's something special. Also, David, is this the secret room that you're thinking of? The Silver Wizard card one? I can't think of any other secret room in this game otherwise. No. Oh, actually, I know I'm doing this with debug mode, which I shouldn't be doing, but hell, why not? We'll do it with debug mode, because why not? Let's go and get this. Spongify! Also, I'll catch up in the chat in a second. Hold on. There's nothing else that we need. Is there? No. They're all the gnomes. Oh, I love it. Yeah, okay, we might as well go and do Aragog. Let's just quickly teleport out. Right, I'm gonna catch up on the chat quickly in a sec. Let me go outside and then I'm gonna catch up on the chat. Hi Ron, I beat you. Oh, it's just A posing down the stairs like that. Oh, right. It's a shame they cut that from the final version. It is a shame actually, because it's actually a good level, and I prefer that secret cut level there to the silver wizard card or gold wizard card level, if you like. It's more interesting, that one. That's interesting. I wonder then if the Portuguese... You see, I haven't seen all the different versions of the game, David. Of course, like, I don't know if the US version of Chamber, for example, might have something different to this one. But I know that the, announcer... I'm talking about zombies now. The guy who reads stuff, so Stephen... God, it's completely gone from my brain. Anyway, him. He's different in the UK and Europe versions to the one that the US lot have. Now, I don't know if in the Portuguese version then they forgot possibly to take out the trigger so that door does open in that version. That might be possible, but I'm not aware of it anyway. And as for like everyone that plays this version and the US version, right? Because these are the most played versions of this game. It's never been accessible, so that's why it's quite a big deal to us. But yeah, if it did work in the Portuguese version, then hey, that's cool. But I didn't know that if that was the case at all. But yeah, do actually try it if you don't mind, David, on that version. I'd be interested to know. I would genuinely be interested to know. Nice one, Aries. I think you'll be interested to see it. It's cool. It just sort of spices up the game a bit, Yeah, I am curious, David, whether it is because it's the Portuguese version they just forgot to remove the trigger for the door. Because if it is in the Portuguese version, that's pretty cool. And it would have been really helpful for all of us here if we had known that a long time ago. Because we could have looked at that version of the game and found the trigger. But anyway, I spent the time with the other guy figuring it out. So we've got it now. That's what matters. But it would have been nice if we had seen the Portuguese version if it actually works. But yeah, try it now and let me know. Because if it does work, I'm actually really interested by that. So yeah, do let me know. I mean, I can't really comment on finding the HP games because obviously I'm not allowed to do that sort of thing. Obviously you can buy them by the disc, of course, which is what you should do really. But yeah, what I can tell you is there is a Discord server. Tell you what, hang on, let me just check. What's it called? Hold on. I will quickly check it for you. Where is it? What's it called? HP speedrunning. Oh no, Harry Potter speedrunning. Yeah. So there is a server called Harry Potter speedrunning. That is a Discord server that I know a lot of the members in there have different versions of the games and so on, because obviously they're speedrunning them. So if you join that server and then ask them about it, I'm sure they'll be able to help you with that. And they'll be able to help you with that a lot better than I will, because obviously all of these are my games, you know, from the disc installed. It's just obviously with these ones I've had to put cracks on them in order to make them work and so on. But yeah, you're better off going into that server and asking them, because they'll actually give you a proper answer. That's not really my sort of area to answer that, I'm afraid. But yeah, do that, Robert. I think that'll probably give you your answer. Basically, they're like specialised people that look at all the different versions of the games and do stuff for speedrunning. But of course, they're not looking for secrets like that door, right? They're looking for stuff for speedrunning, so they look at all the different kinds of versions of the games, all the different languages and so on, in order to basically find which one's faster. And of course, they'll have all the different versions of the games for that reason. I think that's the best hint I can give you though. And as far as I'm aware with that Discord server, you should just be able to join it. There's no like category or something for you to be able to join it. But if you go in there and then just ask them in their help desk, I think they call it help desk area, then yeah, they should be able to help you. Everyone's just standing there calmly. Well, yeah, I mean, what do you expect? Harry is busy talking to his chat. That's interesting to hear, David. I didn't know that. See, the thing is, I don't look at all these different versions of the games, of course, because I don't really have a reason to. I'm not a speedrunner, right? So I'm not going to speedrun the games. I'm a person that tends to go around and play the games, explore them a lot, and find their secrets, and of course, you know, put them up for people in 4K and explain to people how to make them work and so on. That's who I am. I'm not a speedrunner, so as a result, I don't have any real reason to look at all these different versions of the games. But yeah, you know, it's cool, of course, info for me to know that. But yeah. Anyway, I was going to show you guys something here. I did show this in the previous stream, but I'll go show it now. So in the nighttime version of this level, there is actually no herbology area. So here you go. It's completely gone. They never built it here. And also around the corner here, you have Dumbledore, Lucius Malfoy, and Hagrid. So if you're wondering why they're standing here, it's because in a minute there's going to be a cutscene which uses them, so then they're going to load in over there by Hagrid's hut. While we're here doing that, also here's the, I didn't show this earlier, here's the Diffendo challenge like corridor. There's like a whole corridor for this bit. It's completely random that they built the whole corridor, but there you go. Also, I want to show you this because it is actually different at night time. And this also proves, by the way, that this was going to be used. So Hagrid's hut at night time, if you come down to it, it's actually more lit up. So here you go, it's actually brighter and lit up, and it has some proper lighting in it. Because again, it was meant to be used for this part of the game, but then got cut. So there you go, I thought I'd show you that, because that's kind of cool. Yeah, so let's head back over here. I have returned. Welcome back, Orange. Ron complaining about everything. I mean, to be fair, he does a pretty good job of that. There's no denying it. It didn't open. You see, I didn't think it was going to open because, like I said, it's something that everyone in the HB gaming community has been trying to figure out for a long time, how to open the door properly without using debug mode. It's taken years for us to finally find an answer, but we did. We now have that answer, but yeah, that's why I didn't think that it was going to work. So anyway, yeah, you could try doing something else to see if it works, but I don't think it will, honestly. But yeah, as for the name of the server, it's Harry Potter speedrunning Discord server, and the picture, by the way, for everyone that's wondering, is a picture of the golden snitch with like a purple icon in the background. So if you want to ask them for anything, like I said, go join the server and then go to their help desk area and just message them in there, and they should be able to help you. I'm a part of the server, but I'm not active in it or anything because it's a speedrunning server, of course. I was invited into the server by a friend of mine, so that's why I'm there.
I just saw someone who looks very much like Lucius Malfoy coming into Hagrid's hut.
Also, you don't need to be sorry, by the way, David. No need to be sorry at all.
Bad business, Hagrid. A very bad business indeed. Things have gone far enough. As chairman of the school governors, I've simply got to act and send you away.
Away? Away to where? Not the wizard prison. Not Azkaban.
I'm afraid so. A dreadful thing, Dumbledore. But all 12 of the governors feel it's time for
that
you
blank
to
stare.
step aside. As of this moment, you are suspended as Master of Hogwarts.
If the governors want my removal, Lucius, I shall, of course, step aside.
No!
However, you will find that I will only truly have left this school when none here are loyal to me. You will also find that help will always be given at Hogwarts to those who ask for it.
Everyone shares the same opinion about the later games. It's funny to see it.
All they'd have to do would be to follow the spiders. That'd lead them, right? That's the key to the whole thing. And that's all I'm saying.
Come along now, Hagrid.
All right, I'm coming.
Congrats on the debug. Thank you. In some ways, it's not really debug the door thing. It's actually coding. But yeah, fair enough.
Look, over there. Looks like they're heading for the Forbidden Forest.
What's the difference between developer mode and normal mode? Do you mean what's the difference between the debug mode and just playing without the debug mode? Is that what you're getting at, Robert? Oi, give me the beat. Thank you. Get a save book, why not? I always loved these firefly-like effects. They were cool. They were really cool.
This ledge is too high to climb. I'll give you a leg up, Harry. You'll have to brave the Forbidden Forest alone. Good luck, Harry.
Developer mode. Hang on, I'm gonna have a look at this. See what you mean by this Discord server having developer mode. I'll have a look. I haven't looked at the server for a long time, so they might have added some things since I've seen it. Let me have a look. Developer mode. You in the right server? In the resources bit, is it? Hold on. Oh, right, resources, and then the last section. Oh, yeah. It's to do with the speed running stuff. I don't really have a lot of knowledge of that, Robert, because obviously I'm not a speedrunner. But yeah, it's related to speed running things. So you kind of have to question that on that one, because I can't answer that for you, I'm afraid. Not really. But yeah, it's something to do with their server. So yeah, ask them about that if you're interested, I think. And then use debug mode to go back and punish him with the sword. I mean, you can do if you had the mod for that. But the funny thing is, right, actually, while we're here, so you know, Ron says that here he can't get over this because they're just too high to climb. I mean, look at this. You can literally jump over that. And then if you go onto the other side where they actually were, and here you go. So you got Ron here, right? And here he is. Look at this. They didn't need to give each other a ledge up to climb. And look, they could just... I mean, look, I reckon I could get on this. Yeah, look at that. It literally could walk over it. It's just... They had to find an excuse to make Ron not be a part of it. It's kind of cool coming back here, though. Anyway. I'm going to explore this properly when we get to the end of it. Shouldn't be exploring it right now. It's alright. Ba-dum. Spongify. Whoa. As long as I don't land in one of these bow truckles, that's all good. If you land in one, it's a bit more awkward. Okay. I'm stuck on the chest. Oh, come on. The beam went inside the tree. Can I... Ah, there we go. I'm in the tree. Totally normal. Destroy him with the sword. See, I would love to do that, but I haven't got the mod on. We need the mod. There's a lot of things you can do with that mod that are quite fun. In fact, if you watch my mod video, which is probably like 7 years old now or something, yeah, there's a lot that goes on in that video. It's an absolute classic to this very day. I'm amazed I managed to make it such an interesting, funny video in the end. But yeah, well, you know, if you want to see people get blown up by swords, then that's the video for you. Oh, come on. Hell yeah. Diffendo. Right. Got to let the gnomes eat these things for a bit, so... You can turn on sword mode in the command menu, but it, as far as I'm aware, it doesn't actually kill things properly. Not like in the general mod itself. Also, I can't even remember the command now. I'd have to actually look it up. There's a mod itself that I use for that video, which, by the way, is a very, very funny mod to use, because you can like make everyone Harry and stuff. It's quite horrifying, but yeah, the mod's called HP Magic Walls, I think, from my memory. So yeah, you can use that. And the nice thing about that mod is it has like all the different things that you could do in the game already modded in and ready to go, so that's why I quite like using that mod. It means I don't have to bother using the console commands. I can just load up the mod and it's all there for me straight away. Oh yeah, proper speed running right here. Anyway, I'm not going to fly all the way up again, so we're going to use Debug for that bit. From my memory, I thought the sword mode didn't actually kill everything properly though. I mean, maybe it does, I just haven't used it for ages. Like I said, I can't remember the command though in order to get sword mode, but yeah. Do do do. Oh yeah, look at that, we got all the silver wizard cards. How much do you play it? What you mean is in this game? Yeah, fair enough. Like I said, I always use the HP Magic Walls mod manager thing in order to do all the mods there for HP2, because you could do it all in one go. Like changing your character and stuff, you could just do it easily with that. It was much easier than learning all the console commands. My poor brain can only learn so much at once. Has enough trouble remembering things as it is. I hate imps. Quick. Oh, come on. Good. Let's go for a swim, everyone. First time in this game we've gone for a proper swim. There is a lot of beans in this game, and you know what? It's a good thing. Who doesn't want a load of sweets? I don't know why Harry didn't just bury Voldemort in Bertie Bott's flavoured beans. Would have made life so much easier. Battle of Hogwarts could have just been Bertie Bott beans being thrown at Voldemort and all of his Death Eaters. I feel like I'm semi-speed running it when I'm not even trying to. Come on, thank you. do, do. Have I ever tasted those beans? Yeah, I have actually. Back when I was a really young kid, and I think it was around the time of the first and second film, pretty much. You could actually buy the proper Harry Potter beans. You could also buy these cool chocolate frogs as well. And yeah, I used to grab them all the time. And the beans were quite literally flavoured like they are, you know, in the films and stuff, and also the games. So yeah, there was a bogey flavour, there was a vomit flavour, and there was a grass flavour. It wasn't great, I won't lie. There are some really nice ones though, definitely. Sherbet lemons, always a winner. I just wish they were in a bean, that would have been cool. Fantastic beasts, eh? Funny thing is, I have only seen elements of the first Fantastic Beasts film, and I haven't even seen the second one. I do mean to actually watch it at some point, but I've still never seen it. I should probably watch both of them properly. I just never really got into the Fantastic Beasts films compared to Harry Potter. It just didn't really interest me. Like every aspect of their advertisement, that didn't make me go, ooh, I actually am curious to see this film. I just didn't get that feeling. It's a shame. But I mean, I feel the same way in some ways about like Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit, right? Right. Now we're at the end of the level, let me show you all some secrets in this level. And there are a few. So in here, there is actually a secret. And you can kill the spider, by the way, if you do it fast enough. But in here, at the back, there is a chilled out enemy spider just chilling out here. Why he is here, I do not know. Anyway, I know that Robert will appreciate this one. There you go, buddy. But yeah, so there's a secret there with that one. While we're here, actually, people have always asked me what's on the other side of this walkway. Because obviously you don't get to see it because you fall down. Well, that's what's behind it. Nothing particularly special or fancy, but yeah, well, there you go. It is what it is. Is there anything else worthwhile showing you? Not really. I mean, you could see these, I suppose, like the wooden logs that you cross when they collapse, that's where they go. I wish that sound crackling would not happen on the server. It's actually quite painful in my ears. And of course, here's Rum, chilling out at the beginning of the level. And that's what's behind those doors. But yeah, that's really all there is to look at in this level. Some levels are more exciting than others. It's a mixed bag, really. I'll see if I can kill this spider before actually going into the boss fight. I reckon I could do it. If he comes out. Come out in the open. Yeah, go on. No. Come out in the open. Come on. Come on. No, he's not going to do it. He's stuck on the pillar.
Aragog, a human is here.
No, I'm a friend of Hagrid's. I came to help him.
Glad you enjoyed that, Robert.
Why does Hagrid need help?
Some say that Hagrid released a monster long ago in Hogwarts. It killed someone and it must have come back.
It was me he released, but he sent me away. I've never gone back, and I've never hurt anyone in Hogwarts.
So you're not the guardian of the Chamber of Secrets?
No, the Guardian is an ancient creature that spiders fear above all others. It killed a girl in the bathroom, not I.
Thank you. I think I should go now.
No, you won't. I cannot deny my children such fresh meat. Goodbye, friend of Hagrid.
If I cut those support webs with Diffendo, I bet Aragog will fall into the pit.
Bite him. Oh my god.
My children.
My ears have just been officially deafened. Okay, anyway. Before I do this boss fight, I was going to show you some secrets. So first of all, just because Robert loves spiders, there you go, buddy. But anyway, yeah, so here's some of the secrets in this level. So if you come up to the top, you can see Ron is already chilling out here. And if you're wondering why Ron is up here, it's because at the end he comes along with the Ford Angler at the bottom. Also, if you come over here, there you go, you can see all the different kinds of webs that he used throughout the level, including these bits, which are basically the parts for Aragog's web when you smash it up, like every time you kill one of his pillars. So there you go. And then there's the car, chilling out at the bottom. And of course there's the texture for the floor. So there you go. And I guess if you want to see what's in the pit, that's what's in the pit. And yeah, that's really it. Okay, let's drop down. Why is he so loud?
My children.
My ears are being deafened.
Bite him, mother.
Bite him, my. Love it. Ah. Bite. Ah. I'm just making sure that you are, you know, prepared, Robert. Oh my god, he is so loud. Why is he so loud? It's like a bug in the game or something where he's so loud. I literally feel like I have to shout right now. That's how loud this is. It's so loud. This is ridiculous. I don't know if it's really loud for you guys or not, but for me this is insanely loud. Jesus. I'm actually looking forward to not hearing Aragog speak again. He's so freaking loud. Christ. That was horrible.
At least I learned something from Lockhart's class. Rictus Emperor. Amazing work, Harry. And look, I found Dad's car. But Hermione is being attacked. She's been petrified like the others. Oh no! We should get back as soon as possible. Climb in!
Spidey kind of angry today, pretty much. And is it worth playing it again? Yeah, definitely. Yes, it would have been cool to have seen it as a remake from the ground up. But the guy that was doing that in Unreal 4, by the way, is actually doing it as a project just for fun. in his own time. It's like, because he's a student, I think, from my memory. So he wasn't trying to remake it or remaster it really or anything. It was just a small fun project.
I'd better not let Madame Pomfrey see me. There's Hermione. What's that she's holding? It's a note. In her handwriting. Here's what it says. Of the many fearsome beasts and monsters that roam our land, there is none more deadly than the basilisk, the king of serpents. This snake, which may reach gigantic size and live hundreds of years, is born from a chicken's egg, hatched beneath a toad. Aside from its deadly and venomous fangs, the basilisk has a horrible stare, and all who are fixed with the beam of its eye shall suffer instant death. Spiders flee from the basilisk, for it is their mortal enemy. The basilisk flees only from the crowing of the rooster, which is fatal to it.
But how's the basilisk been getting around the place? A giant snake! Someone would have seen.
Pipes, Ron! It's been using the plumbing. I've been hearing that voice inside the walls. That girl who died. Aragog said she was found in a bathroom. What if she never left the bathroom? What if she's still there?
You don't think? Not Moaning Myrtle.
The entrance to the Chamber of Secrets. What if it's in Moaning Myrtle's bathroom?
All students are to return to their house dormitories at once. All teachers return to the staff room immediately, please.
Oh no! Not another attack!
I hope its volume is quieter.
Yes, there had been another attack. The worst one yet. This time, someone had disappeared. It was Ginny Weasley, and another message was left on a wall. It said, her skeleton will lie in the chamber forever. Hogwarts would surely close now.
Nah.
Professor Lockhart had been given the task of rescuing Ginny, but Ron and Harry were beside themselves with worry. They had to do something.
Hurry, Harry! We have to save Ginny! We need to have a plan. I'll go to Moaning Myrtle's bathroom and try to find the entrance to the Chamber of Secrets.
And I'll go find Lockhart. It wouldn't surprise me if he was trying to sneak out of Hogwarts.
Alright, while we're here, I want to quickly show everyone this. Because this is the only time where you actually see this statue of Lockhart in, you know, the Defense Against Dark Arts room. It doesn't do anything, but it is in here, and it's just very random that it's only in here for this bit. For some reason, only in this bit. Don't ask me why. Yeah, there you go. Also, I think we can definitely do something a little bit of fun here. Where is my gnome friend? Yes. I have a purpose for you, my friend. Where is it? Where is it? Right. Okay. Oh, okay. Flung me out of the thing. Oh well. I tried. Anyway, let me go down here and save the game. Any of these? Oh, I actually can make some. Okay. Alright, we'll save the game again then, might as well. I mean, I've got 61 potions that I haven't used once. It's always handy. No, you can't see the basilisk through the walls, I'm afraid, John. John? What am I talking about? Joking, even. Yeah, you can't see the basilisk through the walls there. It might have been petrified. Yeah, you're not wrong. Anyway, guys, I've done so much of this game today, to be fair. I was hoping to finish the entire game today, but my throat is just so dry today, and it's dead. It's like fully dead now. I'm not going to make it through the basilisk bit, I'm afraid, tonight. So we've played through like a good half of the game almost. So the next part I will do on Thursday, and when I do it on Thursday, it will be at the same time, so 8 PM British Standard Time. And when I do that, what I will do is I will not only just do the Basilisk part and the Chamber of Secrets, of course, I will do the Gold Wizard card bit, I'll do some of the dueling, I'll finish off the Quidditch stuff, and I'll also show you some of the secret map stuff, so like some of the intro cutscene things, and actually walking around those maps and showing you some of the secrets there, as well as some of the maps you never load into, so you can see those, and I may even possibly, I'll think about it, do something with the demo levels as well there. As for people that mentioned earlier that they wanted to see the prototype build possibly in the future, yeah, I might do that in the future. It won't be for a while yet, but I'll definitely look into that. Also, lastly, anyone that was waiting for the KOTOR remake news video that I said I was going to make, I will still make it. I've just been very, very busy, so I haven't had a chance to get around to it yet. But I definitely will do it because there's a lot of misinformation going around about the KOTOR remake, and a lot of facts are wrong at the moment in regards to that, and I want to set the record straight with that because there's a lot of things that people are getting wrong with that. So yeah, I'm going to make sure that everyone gets the right information about that remake because right now it's very messy what people are saying. So I will get around to that hopefully at some point this week. That will release, but give me time. And yeah, so Thursday, like I said, 8 PM British Standard Time. I'll see you for the last part of this that we'll be streaming, and then after we finish that next part of the next stream, we'll be moving on to a different game instead. And it might not be Harry Potter, it might be something else, but we'll see. Anyway, I want to thank everyone for coming out and chilling out today in the chat. It was awesome having you all here, and it was pretty damn active today, so that was cool. We saw some new faces as well, so welcome to all the new faces. And yeah, well, anyway, I hope to see you all in the next stream, basically. So yeah, without further ado, thanks for joining me, and I'll see you in the next stream on Thursday. See you all then.